We are going to start with you, Jacob, waking up from your little power nap and everyone else in vampiric slumber. Correct? So you woke
Yep.
up after your hour or two nap.
Mhm.
It's fairly early in the day. What? Actually, I'm gonna do a quick recap, just in case, because it's been a while.
Okay.
Actually, nah, fuck that. You wake
Okay.
up. What do you want to do?
I immediately stretch a little bit, pull out a cigar, start smoking as I go over to now remind me, DM, where was the thing last seen?
The thing last seen. It seems
Yeah,
to
the
defy reason. It can appear in multiple places at the same time. Some people feel as though it haunts them constantly from behind, and as soon as they turn around, it's not there. It seems to be partially in reality and partially in mind. But the last
right.
time it was seen, I believe Queenie said last night she had a vision of it outside her windowsill staring at her. And it's on the top of this castle, so likely floating.
Yeah. So it's just was floating.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that's a good idea. So I am actually going to go talk to Violet if she's up and about.
Can I ask a question?
Not in game, but out of game for sure.
Yeah. Um, is it okay if I remind him of something that my character told Jacob before we went to sleep that
Sure.
Matt might have forgotten?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I left a 1 pound block of salt at the end of your bed
Yes.
What's
to
that
keep
for?
you. Oh, it's to keep him safe. So if he's in a position of danger, because he said he was going to get up, and I was like, okay, well, take this salt and break it into powder. If you're in a situation where you need to be protected from spirit, you could draw a salt circle around yourself.
Alrighty. Yep. And I'm just like, and I do remember that, and I just take a
Okay.
little bit of my knife out. I chip a little, take my pistol out, use it as like the butt of it as a hammer. Give myself some pocket salt.
Yeah, you get pocket
I don't know
salt.
if, yeah, I don't
Lethal.
know if that's like a thing that'll actually work in game mechanics, but it's a folklore myth,
Hey,
and I have a cult.
hey, man. Like, I'll try everything at least once, and if that doesn't work, I'll just start shooting it.
So you'll suck its dick once.
Yes, once. If the guns don't work, absolutely.
Excellent.
All
Good to
right,
The-
so
know.
yeah,
Good
I'm
to
gonna
You
know.
throw
Let me
salt
write
on
that in
some,
my book real quick.
All right.
you throw the salt on some ghost, and it's just like you need to purify it first, right?
You know you need to be a mage,
and I'm
right?
just like, fuck. And I'm like,
Well, what
okay,
about these
start
bullets?
shooting it.
All right.
No, how about these
All
bullets
right.
then?
You're
So I'm
equipped with
trying to leave
dick
this
breath and
room.
salt. And as you approach the door, it seems locked. You did not lock the door when you guys went to bed, I think, at
Yeah.
least.
We did not know.
No, we
It
did
seems to
not.
be a very simple lock. It could be picked, but it is locked.
Hmm.
Perhaps it's a distrusting
So
vampire.
I fill out to my connection to Queenie. If I'm thinking in my head, would Queenie would be displeased with me if I was to sneak out of my room?
Hmm. Thinking back to how much of a connection do you have with her?
We
I
have
know
a level
it was a
1.
one-way blood bond, though. I don't
Yeah,
think.
one-way blood.
You think she's wonderful, and you maybe think little girls don't like being locked in their rooms, so maybe
Yep.
you wouldn't like it. I don't
Yeah.
know. You probably think
Yeah.
that she wouldn't hate you going out of this room.
Yeah. Totally. All right, I'm gonna try and pick lock it.
All right. And what skill would that be?
I would say
Firearms.
that's probably what, wit.
Probably dexterity and let's see here. Maybe subterfuge.
Last joke,
Larceny.
I like the
Probably
idea.
martially. Oh, I don't have any. All I
That's
have is
fine.
firearms.
Well, maybe you can get lucky. Do you have any kind of like lockpick or stick or hair clip? We can say you had a hairpin from
I
your
would
wig,
probably
your big white wig.
like yeah. My wig had a hairpin and
All right.
probably a knife, so I'd probably just do. So I'll just do
Straight
larceny
dex.
dexterity.
Yeah,
Straight
pretty
dex.
much.
Okay. Alrighty, I'm difficulty 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, rolling.
Uh,
Oof.
this is not your forte. You've got a quick hand, but you've only ever had to pick a lock once, maybe twice in your life. You're more of
Yeah.
a kick the door down type.
Yeah, and I think Quidney would be upset with me if I kicked the door down. Actually, I look at the hinges. Are the
Actually,
hinges on the inside or on the
roll
outside?
a stealth check if you're trying to be quiet.
Yeah, I am gonna do a stealth. Let's do this. Talents, subterfuge, leadership,
And
survival.
Declan is
fun.
like restless sleeping over there.
He's
He's
still wearing that
rolling all
shirt.
over the floor. Yeah.
What would the stealth be in the system, Wade?
I think there is literally just stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
is it?
Under
Sounds good.
performance,
Skills.
above survival, very bottom of
Oh, under
skills.
performance.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I
Dex
have 0.
stealth.
Dex stealth. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And rolling.
Nice.
So as you were trying to pick the lock, it was very loud, like metal jingling, all that jazz. You even like get a little frustrated and like bump the door a little.
Son of
And,
a bitch.
As you cuss out as your little hairpin breaks, you hear, "Oh, good sir," a very regal, dare I say, knightly voice. "Do you need to use the restroom? Please
Yes.
allow me to open the door for you, good sir." And it seems you had been, all three of you had been given a knightly retinue to protect
Thank you, gentlemen. Now show me to the pretty.
Of course. Let us escort you there. Right, post haste. And do you go with them?
Yes, I go with them.
Do.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. One moment.
Who the fuck is whatever Alexander?
You don't know what a major domo. He doesn't know what a major domo is.
Who
major
doesn't know
domo.
what a major domo? Oh,
All
The
right.
fuck is a major domo?
Where the fuck? Okay.
Oh man, you're
The
that
alpha.
kind of guy. You're that kind of guy, Jack. I'm disappointed. Yes, well, right in here.
Yes, sir.
That's a
When I walk
bathroom?
into the bathroom,
Let us give him some
I don't
privacy.
even bother to close the door,
Fall by. And
and I just whip out my thing, and I just start pissing as I start to think.
proper
Wow.
jousting device. And he goes away.
Thank you. Well, I've never heard you got any complaints.
And as you're using the restroom, you will go to, let's say, Riker or William. You're having a very restless slumber, Riker. Give me a moment.
Hmm.
We'll just use this as a placeholder for now. Almost as restless as fucking Declan
Don't fucking say
flopping all over. JK.
Okay, you didn't say what I thought.
Here's
You were.
the times where dogs are having dreams and they're like
Yeah, and they just
moving
like
into
kick him
sleep.
out.
Aw.
Yeah.
Mine.
Is your tail wagging at least?
Yes,
Oh
He has
my.
a tail. The fuck?
it's
He's a
throbbing.
furry. Oh.
Oh.
Anyways.
Moving on.
Okay. You don't see this, but William, you're in a black void. You can't tell the difference between your eyes being closed or open. You don't even know if you're blinking. There's no substance. There's no sound around you. If you try to make a sound, none is made. If you move, you can. But your steps also make no sound. What would you like to do in this black void?
The first thing I'm gonna try and do is take out my lighter and try and light it.
You fidget around on your person, and you feel your lighter, your classic lighter, one that you've gone somewhat attached to. You light it, you see nothing. You feel it, you can feel vampires can feel the heat of flame, correct?
Yeah, we
You
can
can feel the
everything.
heat of the flame, but you see nothing.
Alright, I'm gonna close it with a flick of the wrist and put it back in my pocket. I'm gonna what should I do now? I'm gonna rub my chin for a second and
You feel it.
hmm,
It's there. It feels less. It feels distant, almost, the touch. It's hard to explain.
interesting. Um, does the 1 dot heightened scented auspex use a point of blood?
Auspex does not take any blood.
Interesting. Then I'm gonna try and use heightened senses and heighten my ability to hear and see.
Interesting. Okay. And you don't need to roll it or anything, correct?
I'm reading through it right now. It doesn't look like I do. Um, when the power is engaged. Okay, system. It takes a reflective action to activate this ability, but no roll or other cost is required. In certain circumstances, dice rolls associated with senses decrease in difficulty by a number equal to the character's auspex rating when it's
Got it.
engaged.
So it is just plain simple, extremely heightened senses. You close your eyes because those seem to not be doing anything for you here, and activate your auspex, just reaching out as far as you can with your hearing. Uh, it's a bit disturbing, this pure void of the senses. Then you think you hear something. It's familiar. You know what this is. It's the faint mewing of a cat. And as you focus on that, do you move towards it?
Yeah, I'm gonna smile a little bit and try and turn towards it.
Your smile may fade as you hear the faintly angry sobbing of a woman. What would you like to do?
Yeah, my smile's gonna become very serious and not smiling anymore. I'm gonna begin walking towards it. I'm gonna open my eyes,
Okay.
even though I can't necessarily see anything right now. That might change.
Mm. Time seems to be distorted here as well. You walk towards this faint sound with your auspex activated for what, maybe days, maybe just an hour. It's hard to tell with no sensory input. But then you see just a faint, almost like a window of reality again in the distance. You see an aura of purple. It just looks like a speck, a dot. But
Okay.
as time passes, you get closer and it gets larger.
May I do something while I'm
Of
walking
course,
there?
whatever you want to do.
I'd like to draw my pistol.
Oh shit.
And I'm not gonna make it very obvious that I have it. So I'm gonna be, having it in my pocket of my coat, but I'm definitely gonna keep it on me.
Perfect. Time seems to be going faster now. Every step, things become more normal. You swear you're starting to hear your footsteps once again. Her,
Alright.
you recognize her. Her features, while strangely blurred, begin to take form, and color returns to the world. It's Hebe. And she seems to be holding Fern. But something's wrong. You've never seen her appear this meek and upset before. How close do you want to get to this? Her?
How far away am I?
Not that far.
Is it just her and Fern, like, standing in a black void? Or
Mm-hmm. It's as though it's just faint. How do I put it? Wafts of color emanating off of her. It's almost as if sound, reality, is only around her, and as you approach it, you
Right.
notice the purple glow is from her dress, the black outcropping from her hair.
I'll continue to approach and kind of put out my hand. Phoebe?
She looks up at you, and her sobbing stops for a moment. She doesn't move towards you. How close do you get, actually?
Once she starts looking at me, I'm gonna stop. So I'm probably like 15 feet away, maybe.
She's just staring at you.
Are you a spirit?
She laughs. Not a real laugh, but looks down at the ring on her finger and then looks at your hand. I thought I was your fiancé.
Unless you've become very, very good at altering reality, this has to be a dream. In a dream, anything can look like anything.
Yes. But why not enjoy this dream? At the very least. And she, still holding Fern in one hand, cupped like a football basically,
Yeah.
holds out her ring hand towards you.
What do you do?
Yeah, I'm like having a bit of an internal conflict. I'm like, on one hand, I want to go over there and be happy, but on the other hand, this is a spirit or a demon or a ghost or something. This could end very, very badly if I interact with it too much. So I'm like, you know what?
YOLO, my dude.
Maybe I have just been reading too many stories before bed. And I walk over, and I smile. I let go of my pistol. And just leave it in my pocket. She doesn't need to know that I was holding it.
Alright, try a... what would it be? Sleight of hand, maybe? Let me check what it is in this. Where are you? Character
If there's an
sheet.
image, I can't see it, by the way.
Yeah, it's just pitch black.
Well,
Just
please, for the love of good Goka Mocha, tell me at the start, please.
Oh, well,
I've
thought
said that,
you
so-
said the dream was a pitch black void,
There you
so
go.
I thought that was on purpose.
Yeah, but you
It's
should
fine.
still be able to access your character sheet, right?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, you can? Okay, just
Alright,
then roll,
there you
my
go.
dude.
Now you can see?
Yeah, I can see her.
Alright. As I've said many, many times, just tell me if it's black. Thank you.
Sorry.
You're good. Alright. So if you're trying to
it
hide
could be
something,
subterfuge or larceny.
yeah, dexterity, subterfuge sounds good for now.
Alright. Difficulty 6.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
She
But I got a 7.
gives you a wry smile and raises her eyebrows, looking at the gun that you haphazardly put behind you. And then she takes her hand away and points, turns it to a little gun finger and goes, "Pew," and still is smiling at you.
Mm.
Sorry about that.
It's a strange place. I don't know where I am either.
Yeah. I'll just put it away and walk over and give her a hug.
She leans into it. It's strange. She's soft. It's familiar. Your journey has taken you away from this for too long. And as you pull away from her, eventually, you look up and you feel your body go rigid against your own will. It's
Ooh.
your sire. He's towering, ephemeral behind her. He looks 15 feet tall, and he stares down at you dispassionately. and he points to a far-off place. You assume east. You feel your body begin moving against your will in that direction.
I'm gonna start being like, no, you
All right.
bastard! Fuck off!
As you begin walking away, you hear Weeb. No! Heeb. You hear Heeb whimper. Fine. Just leave.
I
Just leave.
can't.
Roll a willpower save for me.
Ooh,
Alright.
the music kicked in right at the right time. Damn. Good job.
Strangely, it should have been going the whole time.
3. It's not going
3.
for me right now.
It's going for me.
I love.
It
Oh,
might be your settings.
yeah, you
might
probably
be-
had it muted. Click on playlists real quick.
Yeah.
The little musical note, and then the
Mhm.
user volume control. The first thing should be playlist. I advise 15%.
Well, it was at 100.
I don't advise 100.
It's at 10 now.
No
How do
sound.
No. It just says Ruins of Silvermoon, and then there's 2 squiggly lines for the time stamps.
It's not gonna. This song won't load for him unless he reloads.
Yeah. So it's not a
well.
big deal.
Oh well. Janky Foundry.
Yeah, I got 3 successes.
You stop yourself. Whatever was controlling you, you are now controlling it. Well, in a sense.
Alright, I'm
You
gonna
hold yourself there, 20, 30 feet away from Heeb and Fern. What would you like to try and do?
I'd like to return.
Roll another willpower save. Difficulty 8. Unfortunate.
Damn.
You're still holding your spot in place, and he seems to whimper just a bit less. But as you're stuck there in stasis, you see, well, more so hear, faint ringing of bells directly where you're staring in the east. And then hulking footsteps approaching you specifically. What would you like
From
to do
the
now?
east?
From the east, where you were headed.
I'm going to try and go back to her.
Go ahead and try another willpower save. Or willpower roll.
Still 8.
Still 8 for this.
2 success.
You can't seem to turn around, but you make a few feet back. Slowly moving a bit more towards her. You hear hope in her voice.
It's gonna be
Are you-
okay.
You coming?
Yep. Just
What's
need to
wrong?
walk backwards. Sire is being a piece of trash still. Nothing new.
You get a beautiful laugh from her. No, nothing new. And then that sound, that hulking monstrosity.
Loading, he comes.
Shit.
Begins walking towards you in plain sight. He's 30 or so feet away. It seems reality, just as Heeb shaped it around her, this thing shapes it around it. The blackness turns to reds and purples of rot and death. And
So
what?
you're the one, then.
He doesn't seem to acknowledge you, but he's just walking directly towards you. What would you like to try and do?
Holy fuck.
Hey, I need you to run as far as you can west.
No. You're here. You really do just
Yeah.
want me to leave.
You know that that's not how that works.
It's
There's a
approaching.
giant monster, and I'm going to have to fight it if you don't leave.
We're all monsters, William. He's now feet away from you, and as he approaches this closely, roll a perception alertness, I believe, for me.
Okay. Does the difficulty go down by 1 since I have my auspex?
Yes, it does, actually.
So it's a 5?
Yes. I think you actually just add an extra perception point, is the proper way.
Let me look at it again.
Or maybe it does go down 1. It doesn't matter too much.
Okay.
Don't fall water.
5 successes.
Very good. You have trained your sight to notice fine details. And what you notice about this creature is it does not, first of all, does not perfectly match those Christmas fairy tales at all. And the next thing you notice is it's not perfectly walking towards you. It seems to be just slightly to your right. Towards Hebe.
Motherfucker.
Alright. And with that, I'm going to fuck him up. I'm going to use the Way of Fire Gates of Magma.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker.
Just bop that right there. So I'm going to make molten rock bubble up from the ground in a circular ring around this dumb bitch. Not Hebe, to make that clear.
You call Hebe a dumb bitch? Okay.
Alright.
I mean,
so,
she is of the young blood. But
from
like,
the ground in a circular ring 10 feet. This feels sticklery, but I don't think there's any earth here.
Correct. So if you're saying I can't, that's fine. I mean, it is a dream. Dreams do be weird.
You seem to
I guess.
manifest it, nonetheless. As if for the
Hell
faintest... Actually, have you rolled already?
No, I have not.
Roll how well you do first.
Okay. So it is manipulation plus Koldunic roll. If I remember correctly. That is...
You picked some good music, Wade. Damn.
Don't thank me. Thank the composer that I can't remember the name of. Thank you, though.
Alright, so... What the fuck? That's not the right button. How do I just roll a die and... There it is. Roll a number of dice. So... Well... Now it's not letting... Okay.
So,
I'm not
manipulation
sure.
plus Khaldoonism, difficulty 7. So go ahead and roll. I'll roll it for you if that's okay. Let me make this
sure.
public. So manipulation, and you have 4 in Khaldoon, correct?
Yeah.
Then
I have 4 in Way of Fire, yeah.
let me find your shiz. Very good manipulation. And then boom. This is going to be jank version. Jank as fuck. But give me a moment.
Okay.
I'm just using this because it has the same number of dice. So, 3 successes. Oh shit, difficulty 6. Good enough. So 7, 7, and then a 10. So still 3 successes. So you have 3 successes. As from the ephemeral, almost shadow material, wispy, actually, chunks of molten stone form, not as you're used to it happening, around him. You think he's encased for a moment, and then you see a long purplish claw sink through the molten rock, You slowly open it, like a egg being hatched. And he looks at you, truly for the first time. And with what sounds like 1,000 voices speaking at once, says, "Your will is strong, and your mind a fortress. Many years has it been since another has shaped this place."
Would
And
you
then
like
he-
to see another demonstration?
"No, I don't think I will." And you feel your entire body freeze. You can try another willpower, but he is giving you his full attention. DC 9.
Alright.
Or difficulty 9.
No successes.
But even a fortress can break. And he now is right beside you, no longer looking at you. You feel his clawed grip sink deep into your shoulder. Not breaking skin, but hard. And then he just whispers in your ear with that same 100 voices. "Leave my home, or I shall take yours." And he begins marching towards Hebe.
Where is your home? I'll go. Just tell me.
This is my home. This
This
castle
dream?
is my home. Where you sleep is my bed. The air you breathe is my breath. Leave. And he continues marching forward. And do another difficulty 9 willpower.
Nothing.
You begin walking eastward, as your sire said, your body rebelling against you, or whatever this part of your mind is. Sound stays with you as you continue walking westward into the black void again. The heavy hooves of the turoń can be heard approaching, and Hebe's sobs can be heard once again. And then the sobs stop. The sounds of bones crunching and flesh rending replaces them.
Just gonna close my eyes at that point.
And now we return to good old what's-his-face taking a pee-pee.
Jacob.
You give a little final shake into the latrine. Good sir, that was quite the urination. You must have had a build-up from the feast earlier.
Yeah, most likely. I would like to make an apology to Princess Violet. Would you show me to your quarters, sir?
An apology to Princess... Well, she is slumbering during the day, my good man. Must we interrupt her?
What? No. You'll probably resent it. I'll talk to her tonight.
We are not denying
Let's,
you free reign of the keep, but we do ask civility. We will take you
Of
to
course.
her if you wish.
No. We'll wait till tonight. Maybe when she arises, arise myself as well.
Of course.
Let me go. Can I? Has there been a frequency of this creature in certain areas of the castle?
We are not privy to Queenie's private counsel at all times, but we believe she's haunted by it, mostly. And they look at each other as if saying something without saying it. Violet, to a much lesser degree, has been visited by it.
Of course.
Much lesser. Paltry.
Much less. Paltry amount.
Yes.
Exactly. Would you mind showing me their quarters? I will not enter them, but I would like to see the outside of them to see if there's any signs of this creature.
We will not take you to Queenie's bedchamber, but
Of course.
take you to the second floor if you so desire.
Let's go.
And give me a moment. Plop you gentlemen down here.
Alrighty. And as soon as we get to the second floor of the area, tell me when, and then I'll turn on my auspex to see if I can see anything.
Cool. This'll do. Where's the walls? There we go.
Did I use a blood point? Even
No,
though
you did
it was a
not.
dream?
No,
You
you
did
did not.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. Okay.
Is it giving you problems, Wade?
Nope, I just gotta place your characters here, because you're going there.
Okay, cool.
Alright, and you all should be able to see in just a second, hopefully. Obviously, Declan and William aren't there, but I have a feeling they'd like to be able to see as well.
Yeah.
That would be appreciated.
At least they can get the layout.
Aye.
Even if it's metagamey a little bit. But I would also be like taking a mental map of like, blind spots, corners, murder holes, fatal funnels.
And the knight mentions, this is mostly the barracks for us knights and knits. We garrison it. It's quite dull, frankly, but if you wish to explore it, go forth, good sir. We will accompany you.
They will accompany me. Alright, which way is Keeney's tower?
Well, that would be the third floor. If you just wish to head up there, we can go there as well. The ramparts almost.
Ramparts almost. Has there been any visited spots of the creature on the second floor in recent memory?
Some of us, many of us, do feel as though something is watching us.
All right.
But we've never seen it. Not fully.
Not fully. All right. And then I'm going to use my auspex, and I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to see if I can pick up anything just in the immediate banquet area, because I'm assuming Queenie frequents this area pretty often, right?
This area barely ever. It's the
Barely
first
ever?
floor and third floor that she mostly stays at, which you'd kind of know from the nights, and obviously her room.
Okay. Alrighty, obviously.
So what are you looking for specifically? Just anything out of the ordinary?
I am looking for anything that could not be explained by either vampiric or any other kind of weirdness. Like this is a weirdness that's out of place.
Did you want to go to the third floor, by the way?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then we'll just transport you there in just a moment.
Maybe I can look at where it was with my auspex eyes.
Boom.
In the early morning light, the sunrise.
Indeed. Okay, tell me when you can see. I think your computer might be just a tiddlywink slower.
Yeah, it's not a problem. I don't see anything yet. It's still at 95.
Gotcha.
I'll tell you when.
Gotcha.
Also, what do I notice about the castle? Like, is there a lot of activity during the daytime still, or no? Is kind of this is their night shift? And
With your auspex, you can hear things that most couldn't. You hear faint shuffling of footsteps coming down from the first floor. It seems there's some minor life during the day. The guards are still at attention. Perhaps the changing of the guard from day to night is the main shift, but most slumber at Queenie's request, you assume, during the day.
Yeah. Oh, that's adorable. Shit.
For some reason, you're just not loading. Everyone else can see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird. I'm like at 98% too.
I'm gonna do something to switch it up. I'll switch to the first floor, then switch back to the third floor.
Well,
yeah,
fuck me,
just,
I guess.
I guess reload.
So okay, I will do that. I'm gonna refresh.
Little circly boy.
Yep, little circly boy.
Man, I was already planning for me to scream as soon as I wake up because of the whole, like, we all see a trench of blood and all that shit. Jeez.
Okay, it's loading, it's
I-
loading, it's loading, it's loading.
Hope you don't mind a little emotional trauma and horror in your games.
Of course. Of
No,
course.
I actually prefer it this way.
Same.
Well, what the fuck?
Can you not load the page either now? Because it doesn't even show you online.
I'm online. I just don't know what's going on. It's just my internet's a little low.
What do you think, boys? Theater of the mind?
Yeah, I guess theater of the mind, I guess.
Okay,
Theater
you
of the
So-
come
fucking
up
mind.
to a domed, uniquely starlit room. Not with real stars, but with star maps. Lit star maps. You can't quite tell the origin of the light. It seems strange. And there is an old man going through some scrolls in the corner on this third floor.
Morning.
Yes, it is a late day. And he kind of rubs some crust from his eyes as he's shifting through papers. Ah, good Sir Jacob. That is your name, correct? It was mentioned
that is
that
correct,
Jacob,
sir.
Declan, and William were visiting. Some people
Mhm.
from the city.
The town. Yes.
What are you up
What you got
doing?
working on?
Queenie has ordered me to rummage through the old archives. Most of it is dry, drivel even. But,
Never been a book command myself.
well, I definitely am one. Yet one can only handle so much of this garbage. I have found something minorly interesting. The
Oh,
layouts.
I can see it now, by the way, DM.
Ah, finally. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So yeah, this is the fella you're talking to, obviously. And this is the room you're in. Yada yada.
Yeah, alrighty.
Where was I?
Or, let me see if I can find myself.
Oh,
there
my
I am.
word.
Yes.
And I just walk over to the gentleman. I'm just like, anything interesting you're finding so far?
One thing that seems to stand out of the ordinary, specifically around the schematics of the castle.
How so?
Something's off about them. Little things, the documentation, like the amount of dirt and stone displaced to build this fortification. You
You mean
shifts
there's
through
extra
some more
material?
papers. Well, extra material and a lack thereof, depending on what it is. And the cost in labor does not match up with, and he goes through some other more ancient texts from another area, it does not match up with the fees of the time for such workmen. It's much higher.
Do you think the Chamberlain was just skimming from the top?
That is my instinct, and still more likely than not. But for some reason, the documentation ends abruptly before the job is completely finished. No more worker accounts, and he looks left, looks right. Oh, actually, no, he doesn't. Pulls out a modern printed book, which maybe isn't allowed here. And it seems there's no current documentation on the workers either. This appears to have been their last job, if you catch my drift. No other construction sites.
When I was a boy, my parents would tell me stories about nobles building castles, but then they would kill the crews after the completion, so the secrets of their castles could not be revealed.
That is what I think. Their family lines, for the most part, ended. So they didn't return home with a job well done and a pocket full of coin. And then he looks left, looks right, puts away the more modern book.
Do you think if you were a scheming man and you are going to build and hide it, where would you build and hide it?
Hide what? The
extras,
bodies?
Obviously. No, not necessarily the bodies. I'm talking about because that's a too simple of a conclusion, and nothing about this place is normal. So
Good. Sir, I think this place is lovely. And he looks
It
around
is
again,
lovely.
raises his voice.
Nice
In
and
fact,
quiet.
I think this place is exceptional. Looks at the knights, and they all like nod, their metal clanking.
Of course, gentlemen, that's not what I would say.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, when I say wonderful, I mean the eccentric type of wonderful. The oddity that breeds regalia and gaiety. That kind of
Yes.
oddity.
Yes, but what are you getting at?
So,
What secret?
I'm thinking that there's probably hidden rooms. And if you were going to build hidden rooms within the structure to hide them, where would you build them?
He rubs his long graying beard. Well, I am no architect, though I have been a dabbler, and he ushers his hand over the 50 fucking tomes in front of him. But many times a king would want good exit. Yes.
Probably through the keep or in the chick bane bed chambers.
Yes. Somewhere private. Perhaps a more specialized taste of a man. Perhaps he had unique interests that did not want others to see. Perhaps secret rooms.
Yes.
Perhaps a secret basement beyond the Soul Forge.
What is that, sir? What's a soul forge?
Oh, that's what puts Queenie in such high regard with the outside world. Her smith, and her ghost? Soul? Right? Smith, for those who know, quite the craftsman. It's what funds this place.
Sir, I did not catch your name.
Sten. I am Archivist Sten, and I have been in the employ of Queenie for quite some time.
And I just kind of look him up and down, and I'm like, Stem, I'm going to admit something to you.
Yes?
I'm not a very smart man.
Ah, well, at least you're a reasonable one for knowing it.
But I do know some things.
I know what love is. Sorry.
I know what love is. Yeah. I'm just like, and I just kind of do my big old cigarette, big old do, and then I just puff it in the air, and I go, if the Soul Forge is the best and most regarded thing within here, that might be a good place to check around it to see where the secret stuff, because shenanigans or extra special things like that typically need a lot more support than your typical structure. So that might be a good place to look. Now you think that over. All right, gentlemen, show me where this creature was last at.
Good day, sir.
Mid sentence, just don't even let him respond to me.
Yes.
Good day.
He drinks some wine and then gets back to work. Razzle, 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 razzle.
Rada.
Rabble.
Where are we going?
Wherever you please, sir.
Keep up. Where are we going?
I don't. You're the one that wants to travel, sir. We could examine things. We could show you Queenie's door, but you're not allowed in. No, sir.
Show me the door. Where the fuck is it?
You know what, sir? No. That's too far. Peeping in on a young girl's bedchambers. Have some decency, man.
Gentlemen, I am a grandfather. I'm just trying to make sure that the door is secure. For my own peace of mind, though I do not down the gallon.
Yes,
guard or your
seeing if it's secure, just like you were your bedchamber door. You rapscallion.
Gentlemen, I'm here to do a job. If you impede me from doing my job, I will bring this up with Queenie.
Yes, well, you feel free to tell her that we stopped you from peeping in on her as she slept. We will not mind.
Yes. Okay, that sounds fantastic. Now, shall we go?
Where? What do you want from us?
To the fucking door, you jackasses. and
No!
Stand 20 feet away. I
Oh,
just need to look.
All right.
You know, with that mustache, I should have known.
The pedo stash. All right.
Honestly,
They come over in this direction.
Thank you.
all the grandkids know not to let Grandpappy drink too much.
You see, once them girls hit puberty, he don't care if they're family. Yeah.
Sweet home
Alabama.
Oh joy. Where the
Yes.
skies are so blue.
And they point up.
Declan, don't forget to move your piece.
Yeah, Declan. You're there with the
Dick.
rest of us. More like
But, you
Dickland.
know, I also can still see everything you guys see with your token,
Hey,
so...
DM,
Oh.
for some
Yeah.
reason it's not letting me move my token now.
What? Oh,
what happened.
I know what that is. That's my bad. Let me fix that. Figure ownership.
Kicks from game.
Wait a minute.
That fixes it.
No, you're owner. What? Alright, let's place another Jacob. How about this guy? Can you move this one?
Yes.
He's duplicating.
There we
There
go.
we
Multi-Jacob. Shadow clone.
Multi-Jacob form. Huh.
Mhm.
All right.
They
Go, Jacob
point
Ranger.
up to a wooden stairway that leads up, 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 starting from here, and then leads to, this is open air. You can't see it because it's top down. To this, and then she resides in the topmost tower, right here.
As a deal. And then I move to show an angle I can see where the window was, where the creature was.
Alright. Do you mention that?
Yeah.
Okay. They take you over yonder.
Oh, also I turned on my auspex right here.
Got it.
So, do you want me to roll right now for the first roll to see the
Go
initial?
ahead and roll for perception and alertness to look around.
Perception alertness or perception investigation?
There is no investigation. Or there is investigation, but it would be alertness to look around for physical things, I think.
Okay. Alertness.
You could do a investigation
Perception.
if you find something, though.
Okay.
Like
cool.
something curious, like a bit of blood
Alrighty,
or
and
tracks or something.
then what does Auspex do again? It lets me see into the other room, but does it give me a plus?
Yeah, +1 to perceptions, actually. Or per point, +1 per point.
I only did 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, rolling.
Rolling fast.
0 successes.
It's a nice building.
Very nice building. Like the
Leftover
architecture.
food up here.
Mm,
Nothing really catches you.
nothing really catches me. Alright. Then I go to the angle of where the knights were going to show me. Oh,
Alright, they take
Wow.
you over
yeah.
this way.
And then
If you can see the ping yonder.
yeah, I can see the ping. Yeah. Alrighty.
The
Oh, come on.
knight unmails his right hand and points at this balcony right here. She said it hovered and stared at her as soon as she awoke, just sitting there. She felt
Interesting.
petrified. My poor Queenie.
Poor Queenie.
Brings a tear to a
I
knight's
had a
eye.
grandchild. I had a grandchild that age. I don't like when they're scared either.
No. If I find this beast in its material form, I shall slay it! And he pulls out a sword and then kind of like jankily puts it back.
Oh wait, hey, I didn't add a +1. Let me do that really quick.
Oh.
May I reroll that DM?
Studios.
Sure, I don't mind.
Okay, I forgot to put my oh my gosh, like what is going on tonight? I've just been writing shit.
It's okay.
Perception.
Watch this be
+4.
another 0. Just kidding, it'll be a
Yeah.
2.
Heyo. Come on.
Hey! One minor success. As you peer around, looking at the woodwork of the balcony that it supposedly perched on, hovered over, staring at her. You peer as close as you can. You think you maybe make out some kind of small physical indentation. Not much bigger than human hand or foot. Some kind of imprint on the wood.
At that, I smile. And I turn to the knights. Well, gents, I got some good news.
What, good sir?
You see that indent right there?
They lift up their visors. No.
Anyways, that means it has a corporeal form, gentlemen. And if it has corporeal form, that means we can kill it. Hell yeah.
They crack
I
their
slap
knuckles
them
and
both
say,
up.
huzzah.
Huzzah. Are there any other areas which the creature recently did? Maybe around Princess Violet, or maybe some of the other staff who got a look at it, not just a feeling?
Seems Violet is mostly visited in her dreams, to our knowledge.
Our dreams.
Yes, her experience is pleasurable, we're told. Strangely.
Oh, one of those kind of dreams.
I wouldn't go that far. More. It's hard to describe. She keeps it close to her chest.
Obviously, those are very. I've raised daughters. Don't you mind me? They get very particular about that kind of part of life.
Well, sir, we don't mean. The
Gentlemen,
beast doesn't take her in her dreams. You are a pervert, Jacob. Just kidding.
sir, I would ask you kindly retract the statement.
Fine.
I meant no offense, and there's nothing wrong with that part of life. We all go through it. And also, if it is not the case, I did not mean any offense. Would you accept this apology? Or
Yes, of
shall we
course.
have
Just
it out here?
stop speaking of Princess Violet's nocturnal activities.
Of course.
Or daytime activities. Rah, 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 rah.
Of
Now
course.
then, I believe it's time for you to return to your room.
Yes,
sir.
it is. I need to get some sleep.
Playing retarded knights is unique.
All right.
A lovely experience for the whole family.
The whole family. Can you control this, Jacob, or nay?
I will see. Yes, and I just keep walking. Oh, yep, I can. All right.
Beautiful.
And we're the bedroom down to the right, or to the left.
To the right. Right where the knights are going.
Oh, I didn't mean to open that door.
Luckily, it was a vacant room. I will assist you.
I got it.
Gotcha.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you for the escort. What's your favorite type of spirits, gentlemen?
The kind that don't haunt us during the day. And
Oh.
they bow.
Oh, I meant Never mind. Next time you're in the city, knock on my door. I'll get you boys fed.
You
Don't
hear
worry
a
about it.
longing sigh as you say that.
Good night. Have a good evening. Have a good day, gentlemen.
We shall guard
Yeah,
you with
they-
our lives. And they close the door behind you.
And I get into my underwear. I put
Lovely.
the pistol underneath my pillow, and I go to sleep.
Fucking beautiful. And with that, we will go to Declan.
Woohoo!
You dream about a
Yeah.
squirrel.
I chase it.
It is a marvelous dream.
Squirrel!
Squirrel.
Where are you? There we go. Now then, did I leave everything #blacked on this one? No, I didn't.
Maximum melanin.
No,
Maximum melanin.
not anymore. I voted for, I actually forgot. I voted for Joe Biden. I kept my melanin.
Okay.
Where the fuck
Good shit.
is it?
All right. Now Declan finally gets the RP. Woohoo!
Yippee! All right, Declan, you're back in Ireland. Hold on, what does that sound? And hold on, sound isn't working for some reason, and I'm getting a whole lot of static from you, Kane.
Yeah.
Weird.
He heard Ireland and immediately started saying static.
Yeah, takes me back to Ireland.
Yeah, it
No,
doesn't
don't
take
take me
you
back,
so
Daddy.
far. It doesn't take you so far back that your audio should go back in that time too.
Okay, there we go.
I literally changed nothing. I don't know.
You're back. You sound great now. Anyways, back in Ireland, sitting in an old rocking chair. You feel weak, apathetic. You don't feel like yourself. And if you look at yourself, you're aged, old. As you look at some of your tattoos, they're not your tattoos. They're your father's. You would kill someone for being this weak. It's as if you're trapped in this old chair. What would you like to try and do?
I try to get up. First instant.
You're tired. Your mind is screaming, but your body says you're tired. Just stay there. Stay
It's
in
all
the
too
chair.
real for me.
What check?
Yes. Or did you say Wilczek or Woodchuck?
What check?
Willpower if you're trying to fight it.
Ready. 2. 2 successes.
Beautiful. You still can't move, but you realize, and you're certain, this is not your body. You're inside it. You're inside something. What's going on? Likely you're enraged by this. It's like you're a prisoner in this weak old flesh.
I look about me, very as focused as I can be, looking for anything, maybe anything also around me.
Perfect. Roll a perception alertness for me, because you know something's not right. You're keeping some amount of your calm because you succeed on that willpower very well.
3 successes.
Very, very good. The first thing you do is look outside the window. You seem to be able to move faintly. And what's that? In the distance, you see soldiers. They're carrying torches and guns, and they're setting fire to your village. It's got to be the English. Damn English! Sorry.
Oh, these
They're black
fucking
and tan.
bastards!
You feel the fire in your soul come alight. What do you try and do? You also notice your vision. It's blurry and red. Because that's a really good alertness. Something's not right. Something's wrong. You think you see phantom images, but not in the material.
Just out of curiosity, if I can, am I able to bring out my feral claws?
Go ahead and try. Do another willpower.
Nope.
You look down at your decrepit, arthritis-ridden hands, and you can kind of move them a little, but as you try and grit your teeth, or whoever's teeth these are, and bring out your claws, nothing happens. Your will is not enough yet. One moment. You see the soldiers run past your window, look in, and disregard you entirely. They don't even see you as a threat.
No. You fuckers get back here right now and kill me.
That's as your soul speaks. But what comes out of your mouth is, "Get back here. Kill me.
That's Sky.
Kill me." Do one last willpower. At the top of your lungs, you yell, "Kill me!" And your vision changes. You're not
Oh.
in a rocking chair. That is not a window. You're in the belly of some kind of beast. And as you move, you look down, your body is yours again. But you're in something's stomach. Everything is just flesh. And you move around, shifting viscera to try and look past, to look out of its stomach. You see through a thin membrane fire from above. Your village burnt. And you hear faintly a voice that sounds like 1,000 voices whispering in your ear. "Leave this place, or stay here." And you see a massive, just almost person-sized claw go in front of your vision, in front of this thin membrane. "Or stay here forever." As the claw rubs its stomach with you lodged in it. Disgusting! Would you like to do anything? Say anything? Try anything?
You think any of this is fucking new? All you've done is get my attention. I'm gonna try to claw my way out, if I can.
Go ahead and do another willpower. Activate your claws.
3
Be
successes.
mad.
Okay. Your claws come out, jutting. You're pinned against this viscera, as if in his small intestine now. Blood seeps. Oh, you have to do more than that. You're going to be part of me for a very long, long time. You will be my sustenance for the ages, and you will watch as you wither and get feeble inside my belly. For an eternity, if I can have that. Unless you leave. And then blackness. Blessed, dull, black sleep. But wait, more fucking dream sequences.
Let's go.
Yes.
What?
I'm still sleeping, by the way, but now I have a big smile on my face.
Oh, you're into that shit?
You're into 4?
We got a vor fetishist,
yeah.
boys. Shit.
That moment when
That
you're
is
trying to haunt
Yep.
someone and then it turns out to do the exact opposite.
Joke's on you,
Joke's
I'm
on
into
you,
ghost
I'm into
sex.
that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that was exactly my intention, 100%. Yes.
All right. I read your bio, by the way, Jacob/Matt, on your character's history. You did serve under Napoleon, correct?
Yes, I did. That is correct.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
As you lay back down for slumber, pistol under your pillow, maybe even thinking about how good Princess Violet looks and not blaming the turoń for giving her some nighttime visits. You, oh, wrong one. Fade to blissful darkness, to black, and then fire, and then cannons, and then moans of the dead. This place is... You know this. Actually, do you see yet? I don't want to...
Yes, I do. I do see it. I see
Beautiful.
shoulders on the ground.
You
They look
know
like World War I soldiers.
this field of battle. It's not. They're not. I can only work so well with the AI.
Okay.
You know this field of battle. It's a foggy memory for you after all these years. But you know it. Leipzig. It seems the battle is mostly over. Just a few of the coalition forces wandering around the field of battle, finishing off the wounded. What would you like to do?
I look immediately to my left and to my right. Peter! Alson! You alive?
OC, are those people you served with back then?
Yeah. I'm just, off the top of my head.
You look around. Corpses. Nameless faces. But as you call out those names, you hear a very, very fresh and familiar voice. You think it's Dink yelling out, "Jacob!"
What?
Yes.
Dink?
He seems to be... It comes from the east. A short score away.
I just make sure that they're shot and my powder's dry on my musket. I look over my hatchet and I march towards... And I'm like, Dink, where the fuck you at, boy? What are you doing in Napoleonic France?
Return to your Napoleonic roots, your gear from that age. You look down, it's modern clothes, modern equipment, and the pillow that you put under your pillow is... the pistol that you put under your pillow is in your hand. Strange. You now notice that the coalition forces that fought against Napoleon and beat him here seem to be ignoring you as well. Just going about their business, finishing off the suffering dead, taking the prisoners.
Hell. Fucking PTSD dreams.
Takes me back to Nam. And you get over to Dink, and he's smiling at you. Like, looks like shit, but he's smiling. Bright-eyed. But it seems like the lower half of his body is blasted off by cannon fire.
Oh.
A swarm of rats seem to be feasting on the lower half of his remnants. He says, "Jacob, I knew I'd see you here." And he looks down at you, kicking the rats. "Oh, thank you." As you boot them away, there's more keep coming. It's ridiculous. There's plenty of corpses around here. Why do they keep going for him? You always did say serving Napoleon was your favorite. Tell me again about your battles with him.
Dink. You don't got much time left. Which one do you want to hear? Which one's your favorite?
I'm fine, sir. This is easy. And the rats seem to be very slowly making their way up his body, slowly chewing.
You get away from him, you sons of bitches.
You keep kicking it away, but more of a mass keeps coming. I would like to hear... I don't know. Let's go with Leipzig.
Yeah, Leipzig. We fought with the Emperor there. It was the second major battle I was ever a part of. It was the only battle I ever saw lost by him. Napoleon, he wasn't himself anymore. But let's not talk about that now, Dink. Let's talk about you.
Oh, about me, sir? Well, I only have a few things to regale you with at this point. And he begins laughing, and a rat crawls up his chest and down his throat as he's laughing. It doesn't seem to interrupt it, almost as if it's immaterial.
What the hell?
And then, slowly, the mountain of rats on his body gets larger, larger, almost as if the flesh molds together until it takes this shape.
Hello, beautiful.
Beauty is not one of my traits.
Ha.
And
Yeah.
you see him gripping hard on Dink's arms as it chews.
You let him go, you motherfucker.
What do you want to try and do?
I dump the full clip into his chest.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack, which would be dexterity plus guns, I believe.
Yep. Give me 1 second. I'll pull that up. Go to his... So, dexterity, and then hang on. No, I'll do firearms, dexterity, firearms, and then we'll do dexterity.
I should have said this. You can just click your gun too, usually, if that was set up.
Alrighty. Okay. And then just difficulty is 6.
Yes, sir. Well, actually, difficulty 4 because you're point blank, but.
Oh,
So
excuse me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. Go ahead and roll damage, and add 5 more successes.
Alrighty. So we'll go to the Luger. And so add 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so add 5. And difficulty 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, rolling. Oh, come on. So that is
Beautiful.
going to...
All right.
Damn, that's a lot of dice.
He has max dex, max firearms, and added 5 more from the success. So yeah, it's accurate, but that is a lot of dice. Oh yeah, pistol whipping bitches. All right, as you unload just into this abomination's back, as it unhinges its jaw, pulling the remnants of Dink's legs into its mouth, gnawing, chewing. The flesh, as you unload into his back, breaks off, like large chunks come off and then turn into rats, dead rats, lying all over the ground, but he's ignoring you. He then gets to
Hey,
Dink's...
cocksucker, I know you exist in the corporeal world, and I'm gonna come for you when you come here.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah.
Which form, if any, will I take? And he bites down hard onto Dink's soft belly that wasn't destroyed. And the first time ever, Dink screams in pain. Ah!
Son of a bitch! And
he just
I tried to
rips
jump
his
on him and
entrails. Okay, go ahead. Strength plus brawl.
tackle him. Alrighty. I'm sorry, I closed. So strength plus brawl, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, give me a second. Oh, here we go. Strength plus brawl. And I don't have any in brawl. Shit. Alright. Strength, normal 6. Okay, rolling.
You succeed at gripping onto this abomination's massive horns, pulling its head back, pulling him away from Dink. Just a little bit.
You cock-sucking ramming whore! I'm gonna fucking skull fuck your skull!
And it just, what else would you skull fuck? Just kidding.
Yeah.
You feel like you're strong, but you feel its head move your hands and look back at you, and in what almost looks like a smile, it says to you, "Your line ends with you. One by one, I'll eat your family. You sire one, I'll kill two, unless you leave my home."
If you had been a gentleman about it, I might have considered. But fuck.
I invited you for dinner. Of course I'm a gentleman. And he shoves his claw into Dink. More screams come out, and he shoves his entrails onto your face. And you wake up And you all wake up
Motherfucker.
back on the first floor in your beds. It's late in the day, early into the night. Let's go with about 8 or 9. You all had a very restless slumber. Everyone, go ahead and let's do a stamina check to see if you were able to sleep through it. And anyone who succeeded at a willpower during that, go ahead and lower the difficulty to 4. I think you all succeeded
like
a few times, yeah. Good rolls from you guys.
Well, I never rolled willpower. I just rolled to attack.
Really? No,
I
I think
got
you did 1. Oh, no, you didn't. You didn't.
You didn't, no.
You got some good attacks. It's a little bit wishy-washy, but you didn't roll, so I'd say you get a difficulty 4 as well.
Difficulty 4? Okay. Rolling.
He's being a dick for no reason at all.
Why are your dice blue? Oh, you're mortal.
He's a ghoul.
You're a gabagooli.
No, we get special red dice because we're cool.
Well, he gets special blue dice because he's cool. Everyone has red dice. So the night is here. What would you all like to do? I'll stop
awake
dream
screaming
railroading.
immediately.
All right.
I wake up. You guys hear me scream "motherfucker" as I get up in the morning.
I just scream no very loudly.
Fuck yeah. All right, Riker, William, your head shoots up as you scream no. Jacob, you're gripping onto the I don't remember what they're called, but like the bed knobs at the edge of your bed, like trying to grapple it. Declan, you ripped open your bed in your sleep. Like the bed is ripped in half. The fluff part.
All right,
I stretch.
I'm gonna sit up and immediately light a cigarette.
It
I'm still
smells
mad.
good.
So I wake up with a deal and I just start smacking the bed and just saying motherfucking cock ramming bitch.
Holy shit.
And then I'm just still mad for like a few minutes, and then finally I breathe in, I breathe out, I get a cigar, and I light up too.
I've already
Beautiful.
by the time you finished, I've already gone through my cigarette and I just chucked the butt
You
on the ground.
inhaled that shit.
After about a minute or so, I come out with kind of like almost a jovial step. I stop, look at both of you. What the fuck is wrong with you two?
I just look up at you. I look very cold, steely-eyed. I just don't respond.
Steely Dan.
I had a visitor last night, or today, and he was a fucking dick.
Sam. Tell you to get off his lawn?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
But you want to know the best thing, though, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Best thing about this? That thing has fucking flesh. You know how I know? I went up this morning and checked out Queenie's balcony, and I saw an indentation. So we know for fucking he's in the real world, and if he's in the real world, he can fucking bleed, and if he can fucking bleed, he can fucking die.
Make him bleed.
All right, I like where this is going.
Just a heads up, the indentation was different than the hoof that Riker found on the way up here.
Oh.
So yes, something physical, but different.
Well, now I'm ready to start hunting. I'd say, I look to Riker, I'm properly motivated.
Yeah. Motherfucking
Yeah.
bitch whore. Also, you're under threat now, by the way, buddy. I'm sorry to say that.
Who is
I
under
said this
threat?
to Riker.
I'm under threat?
Yeah. Like those old motherfuckers think, oh, kill your bloodline and shit. But like, fuck them.
I'm pretty sure you already disowned me, so it's fine. And with that, I get up. Give me my salt
Whatever makes you more
box.
comfortable.
I don't give a shit.
Let's fucking go.
put my salt block, what's left of it, away in my pack. I walk up to the door.
It's not
Is it
locked.
Alright, I'm gonna open the door. If it lets me open the door. Okay, there we go.
As you come out, you see a posh-looking man in the courtyard see you and go, ah! Anyone who wants to, go ahead and do a perception check on this fella.
It's him.
Roger.
He's the creature.
It's I! Fear me! That's what Major Domo means.
Is it?
Awareness or alertness?
Alertness for physical. Noticing.
Alrighty, rolling.
You all did
I get
pretty
2
well.
successes.
You all notice he is putting on a very good front, but he has bags under his eyes. He perhaps did not sleep well.
You get a visitor too?
Yes, seems many, most, maybe all were visited. Queenie sent, forgive me, my mind is not my own today. And he gives a deep, all the way down bow. I am Queenie's major domo, her head butler, essentially.
Yeah,
She
take
sent
us to one of them.
one of who?
Either a princess or the queen.
Of course, sir. Which would you prefer?
The
Let's
queen.
go to Queenie.
Queenie, yes. I believe she's with her astrologer. I will take you there.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
And he...
Are you sure about that? She might get jealous of us since we've been visited.
Don't care.
This way,
That'll be
gentlemen.
fine.
I'm here
That
to do a
wasn't-
job. Doesn't matter.
So it's safe to assume, even though as new guests you were visited,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the whores
I got a
were
pretty good look at him.
somewhat specialized for you.
He's
Yeah.
a fucking yap. He's a fucking.
So, mind if I ask you a couple questions while we're on our way, Major?
Of course, and as you're making your way up the stairwell to the top, go ahead and ask him, and we'll do that
Alright.
while shit loads.
So,
I'm gonna grab my coffee.
Sounds good.
Major Domo. Your name? I didn't catch it.
Alexander.
And... boop. Alexander, good sir.
Alright, so Alexander, how long has Queenie been at this residence?
I'm somewhat fresh myself, but I believe the other servants, knights, and so on, say at least 100 years.
That's pretty recent. Hmm. Alright, that's about all that I can expect you to be able to tell me. Unless you want to confide in me about what your lovely visitation was.
Oh.
Excellent.
Let's just say I did things I would rather not do. Here is
Lovely.
Queenie with Grand Astrologer Vinici, first of his name,
Nice.
and Star
Morning.
Reader Extraordinaire.
I do a polite curtsy to Queenie.
Give me
Or
one
bow
second.
or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I do not.
Fucking, William's not having it today.
Morning, Queenie. Morning, astrologer man.
One moment, she says, raising her... I use my own voice because I say one moment so much. The astrologer seems to be yapping in a hushed old man voice to her about her dreams and how the stars align with them, and Mercury is in full bloom, so the dream you had this night must mean this, that, and the other thing. And this goes on for a few minutes. You can interrupt or try to if you want, but
I'm
she
just
then
gonna light
eventually
another cigarette.
finishes.
One thing, real quick, DM. One thing.
Mhm.
I conveniently forgot to put back on my shirt.
Might be okay. Do a coolness check. Let's see. Charisma. No, not performance.
Expression?
Charisma expression. That would be good.
Okay, so just a straight charisma roll.
I'm
There
just
you
too
go.
fucking cool for this shit.
Yeah.
It will load eventually, probably. I'll try again. 2 successes.
You successfully strut around like this is okay, this is normal. In fact, just for them, you put on just a pinch of elegance in your movements. Everyone seems to be leaving you alone. They seem to think this is okay. It was just for the original introductions that you were forced to be proper. Now
Nice.
then, what did you ask Queenie, gentlemen?
Alright. So, Queenie, how long have you been here?
Are you asking my age?
That's
I
not very
do not
polite.
care about your age. I care about how long you've been here.
9 years. I was born in this castle.
And Queenie before you?
Queenie before me. Ah! Do you mean the previous occupant of this place?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were here for a long time. A very long time. I don't truly know how long. But, they offended me. And mine. And I wanted their place. And now it is mine.
Understandable.
Makes sense.
So I'm going to use one of my disciplines, the necromancy discipline,
Mm-hmm.
Witness of Death, so that I am able to see things that are dead. Well,
Alright.
specifically ghosts.
Go ahead and click that bad boy so I can see it.
Alrighty. Good.
Alrighty.
Alright. Before it is possible. Okay, so.
Guys, real quick, how long did she say how long she's being haunted by this thing? I forget.
A couple weeks, I think.
A couple weeks is what we've been to.
Okay.
While Jack is doing that, I'm going to ask Queenie. Queenie, did your stern fellow investigate the abnormalities to the books that we discussed this morning?
She looks down and then looks at Sten.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean Sten?
Yes, I mean Sten. That's what I meant.
Yes, he is still looking through documents, all that nonsense that I pay him to deal with. What nonsense did he find, though? I don't like ruining my nights with that drivel.
Oh, well, appears that either somebody spent a lot of money try and cook the books to obfuscate when they built the castle, or they built a bunch of secret passages and other such within the castle.
She puts her finger on her lip and looks down. Long time passes. Very unlike her to be quiet that long. And where might these passages be?
Good question. If I had to guess, Queenie, it'd probably be the keep, probably the Lord of the Manor's bedroom, and also the forge.
She gets a sharp look in her eyes as she glares at you when you say the forge. And what would you have with my playroom? Is that why you're here? You just want to get in there?
No, Your Highness. I have no idea what the hell this thing is. I'm not a very smart man, and I would not know what to do with it even if I had it.
Well, then
But
maybe
if
the
I had to-
smart man should talk. And she looks at William.
Yeah, I rolled for the thing.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
So
Oh, I wasn't
it's-
serious. I was role playing, by the way. Okay. What'd you roll? 4 specifically.
But to activate the witness of death so that I can see things that are in the underworld as well as in the real world.
All right.
And I have 5 successes.
Let's see what level of scene you would have. Success level of see the ghost is described for the rest of the scene in the mortal world. Seeing ghosts in the shroud sight. Do you have shroud sight? Whatever the fuck that is.
I can see into the underworld, and it's kind of like overlaid over the real world. So
Okay.
if there's like ghosts walking around or soul forged furniture, for example.
Alright, failure has no special effect, but a botch means the vampire can see only the dead for the scene. Everything else will be blah
It's
blah blah.
Ryan, the chair.
Well, the vampire's other senses remained attuned to the living, he is all but blind in this state and suffers a +3. So you literally just see the spirits around you, or the ghosts around you.
Yeah, and if I botch, then all I can see is the underworld instead of the real world. But I have 5 successes.
Okay.
So I can see both.
So you would be able to see anyone who died in this area, correct?
Yes.
As
All
long
right.
as their spirit is still here, yeah.
I think you mean ghosts. Spirits are very
Correct.
different.
This is true.
Sorry, I'm just being a cunt. All right.
You are correct.
So, it takes a moment as your vision shifts, making the material world very ephemeral, barely a wisp in your sight, in your hearing. And slowly, you hear the sounds of battle, men screaming, knights marching. It seems real soldiers were here once. They seem to be armored, but with firearms at the same time. Swords on their hips, breastplates. Their spirits seem to be in a perpetual state of battle and death, at least in this area.
Queenie, you wanted me to speak about the Soul Forge?
No, actually. I want no one to speak of the Soul Forge. You can do your job without going into my playroom. Surely.
Of course.
Yep. And on the topic of your job, Jacob, you said that you found something on her balcony.
Yes. Follow me. As you with your
You are
leave,
peeping on me!
I was not your Queenie. I was investigating
Your
when you
Queenie.
saw the creature.
It's the
She
mustache.
lifts up her dress huffily and stomps over in this direction. What are you doing here?
You see that indentation, Queenie, on your balcony?
She gets on her tippy toes. No. Can you
So
pick me
when
up?
Yes,
I-
I will.
When I look over there,
And I
do I
pick
see
up
any,
Queenie gingerly
ghosts?
and lift her up as a way I cannot look up her dress at the same
Oh
time.
my goodness. Alright, and she peers. I'll roll something real quick. Let's see here. That looks good. That looks good. It won't let me adjust the dice, so I guess I'll just do it twice. That's fucking weird. 1 success. Yeah. Looks like a bird claw. It's nothing strange. Perhaps a falcon landed there.
No.
Falcon's known to do that.
I don't know.
Not with my auspex, Queenie.
And she points at the ground as you're holding her
Mhm. Yes, ma'am.
and properly lands.
Wait, the invitation is. Never mind. Sorry. Ignore me.
So are there any spirits around that mark? Or ghosts, I should say.
So, ghosts would be dead people, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did they die there? Well, did someone die there? No, actually. No ghosts.
All right.
Are there any spiders nearby?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, there are.
Hmm.
Mithril, too.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna step away from that fire. Oh God, there's more.
It's okay. It's totally fake fire for convenience.
Gotcha.
One of those like light bulbs, and then it has like the fake fire roaring above it, and it's like a fan glowing fire paper. Y'all ever see those?
I have, actually. I used to think
Yeah.
they were cool. Now they're cheesy as shit.
Yeah.
Nah, it's real fire, unfortunately.
Uh,
I'll just pretend that you guys skirt around it other than William, because he's so fucking cool.
nah, I don't.
I go out to this archiver.
He, head in a book, turns his head over to you, looks at your shirtless, tatted up, roid body, and... Yes? Young man?
Fellow learned one. You see, I'm in the mood to get a feel for the area. Do you got any maps of the area?
Of course, we have quite the collection. Old and new, honest and fake. Why?
Well, I'm supposed to be hunting something, yeah? I need to get a feel for my terrain.
He touches his beard. I suppose if it's returned... do a charisma check for me. Charisma etiquette or charisma empathy. Maybe not empathy. Charisma... Where are you? Yeah, empathy. Charisma empathy. That sounds like persuasion pretty much.
Alright. 2 successes.
Yes, well, that is your duty. And he goes away for a bit.
Hey DM, I forgot. I forgot to do investigation today. Can I do that investigation now?
In just a second, yeah.
Okay.
He comes back and unfolds a leather-bound map. This is the one that I think a man of your ilk will not destroy, and you promise to return this. Yes?
So what is this here? And I point to something on the map.
Yeah.
That is Mount Strakum. Why?
It looked important. I just want to know the area. And I start pouring over the map.
Alright, it's a map of the area, roughly, I don't know, 150 miles around here. Alright, and you wanted to try and investigate something.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and investigate that that indent that I saw earlier today.
With more detail?
Yeah, with more detail.
Alrighty. Do you just,
No,
like,
it's
hop
level
up there, or
difficulty.
go through Queenie's
Yeah,
room?
I just kind of hop up. I kind of was like, Queenie, may I get a better look at that?
Don't know if you could jump it. It may not look it, but it's, like, 20, 25 feet above you.
Oh goodness.
So what if I were just to do it from here, maybe trying to identify kind of what the indent is?
She's
Maybe with-
staring at you confusedly. You can go through my room if you really need to. Just don't touch anything or like get anything gross anywhere, and take off your shoes.
Of course. As I go through her room and do as instructed.
It pretty much looks like this. I think this is one of the only ones that I didn't use AI for.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
homey.
I like
It is kawaii.
Did
So-
you
Kawaii.
make this by hand then?
No, I said I didn't make this,
Oh, okay.
but it's very nice.
Alrighty. So
Cheers
let
to
me do an
Jake Bowsketty, 2014. What a cool last name. All right, so you
Very
make your
Polish.
way. Very Polish. Actually, probably is. Polish artists are pretty fucking good, unironically. Make your way over to the balcony over here. And you place your hand on the woodwork, even though it looks like stonework in the image play along. And, there seems to be a hard dip, as if, like, a metal bowl or something hit it in the wood. Just the tiniest indent. It's smoother, you can tell. And then 4 indents. Very tiny. Or sorry, very minute as well.
Okay.
Into the woodwork. You
So I'm...
might need to roll something real quick.
Yeah, so do you want me to roll
what's
investigation?
tracking? Yeah, investigation
Survival?
works.
Survival.
For this specifically, do survival to try and identify
Okay, yeah.
what it might be.
Stealth, survival. Yep, I got one in survival. So we'll do perception, survival. I am going to turn on aspects as well.
Okay, add a 1
So
to it.
that'll be... So I've taken 3 blood points so far. Okay.
You don't have to spend blood points for aspects.
Alrighty. Cool. Alright, rolled.
Beautiful, too. So, as you're closer, more intimate with it, you've only done a little bit of hunting in your time, mostly ceremonial hunting with higher-ups,
Officers.
generals, officers, the like. And you trace your fingers along the indent, the claw. This is some kind of chimera, almost like an eagle's large, massive eagle's talons. And you can't tell what the indent in the middle is, but it had to be hard and heavy. Bone? Maybe? And is anyone else up here with you? Riker?
I'd like to accompany him if it's possible,
of course.
but I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I'll just assume you guys went along and are examining it as well.
Now
You
I
guys
just
wanna
point
try
this out
anything?
as I'm... Oh, go ahead.
I was
Hey,
just
no.
going to say, honestly, no, I probably would have just been poring over the maps for every detail of the area.
Excellent.
Okay.
It'll take a bit of time, but you'll get a good grasp of it soon enough.
And I toyed to William, I'm like, look how this is not a normal bird. It's like an eagle mixed with something else.
Can I roll a cult to try and see if this matches any of the stories I've heard?
In fact, roll. Let me get your character sheets up real quick for me, because some of you might, you specifically, William, might be able to identify this. What would be identifying? I think occult would be it. Yeah. Intelligence occult.
Plus, like intelligence?
Yeah,
Okay.
occult intelligence.
Difficulty 6?
Well, 5, if you haven't rolled it yet. We can just make it 5, and I can count it. Luckily, it doesn't change the roll. 4 successes. You, with Jacob's help of identifying the beasts that it resembles, realize there's no bird with thick, heavy bone in its body. You think this is fleshcraft.
I dropped my cigarette.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
Queenie begins punching you in the ass as the cigarette butt taints her floor. Pick it up! Pick it up!
I do.
And she begins kicking the ashes away, and then realizes and gathers herself and yells for her major domo, who then comes over and cleans it.
Weenie,
Yes?
have you ever had any fighting with the new blood Zamisi?
She gets very serious. I killed that bitch long ago.
No, it appears not.
Thank you.
I get a smile on my face. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Weenie,
Yes?
it It appears as though something has a vendetta against you, and it has the knowledge of flesh crafting.
Don't be ridiculous. Listen, it doesn't mean that it's the old inhabitant of this place. Maybe it's just some other Zemitsi, as you put it, new blood.
Queenie, that thing visited all of us in our dreams last night. I'm sure you're aware of this. It made it very clear that it considers this place its home, which is your home.
She looks down when you say it mentioned this being its home. Go ahead and roll an empathy if you want to. Perception empathy if you want to try and understand her emotions.
Can I roll this as well,
Yeah,
DM?
yeah, of course.
3 successes.
Very nice.
Empathy. Empathy, perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep.
Both of you instantly and easily identify, yeah, that is something similar to what it said to her in her dreams last night as well. And
Can
you
I
notice
do
just
like
a twinge of pain as well.
Can I do like an empathy manipulation to try and like express the next thing that I'm gonna say?
Empathy manipulation. I think it would be. Oh yeah. Go ahead. What are you lying?
I'm making an emotional appeal towards an end I want.
Okay. So like emotional manipulation without lies. Okay, go for it. Manipulation, empathy, as you said.
All right, 4 successes. So I'm
Tell me
gonna
what you
kind of
say.
like drop to one knee, not force her to look at me or anything, but I'm gonna be like, Queenie, that thing knows something about me now, and is after something that I care just as deeply about as you care about your playroom and your queendom. I'm going to help you as much as I can, but I need as much truthful information as possible if we're all going to survive.
She looks down at the ground in her feet, then at you, and walks over, picks up her teddy bear, and begins rubbing her face with its paw. What do you want to know? I can take you to the Soul Forge if you guys need to go there.
We may, but first, who owned this place before you?
It was a couple. The Sombra. And a new blood, as you put it, Zemitsi. The Zemitsi died by my hand after I wore her down, her mind. But her husband escaped. They killed my parents, well, my sire. The Sombra is of no import. He was weak. Didn't even fight. He was almost a pet. A romantic pet, but a pet for the Zemitsi. I don't know his name.
Good. While I do not know much about the La Sombra's obtenebration, what I do understand is that it has a connection to the soul. I don't fully understand it, but I do know that.
Mm-hmm. So you think he's... what?
I believe...
After my Soul Forge? In my Soul Forge? What?
No, I believe that just because we are kindred doesn't mean that we don't have a chance of becoming a wraith after we perish. And if he has a connection to the soul, it is possible that he has acquired a method to bring her back.
Holy shit.
Whether it's through his own abilities, or perhaps he contracted a Giovanni necromancer. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. What does matter is that you have a more intimate knowledge of the soul than anyone else here. Is it possible?
Everyone leave but William for a moment.
I walk out the door.
Thank
I just
you.
kind of, I give her, I kind of step by Queenie for a second. I just give her a nice little squeeze on the shoulder really quick to show
She gives
that
you
I
a
care.
half smile and looks up at you and then back down.
Who the fuck is William?
William!
Good question.
Who is this William? Is he Riker? Is he the other name? The nigga has so many fucking names! Alright,
That is the point.
I'm bad with names if you couldn't tell. Alright,
It is okay.
Riker,
Me too, my dude. Me too.
keep this to yourself. But that is exactly what the purpose of that coin that your sire wanted does. So yes, it can be done at great expense.
Alright, I'll keep that to myself.
You had better. And there's a glint of threat in her eyes. And you're welcome. And then she says, everyone else can come back in now.
Yeah, I'm not
come in.
nearly demented enough to make an enemy of
Oh,
an
yeah.
Arcadian.
Especially one that apparently can kill a Zamitzi.
And can craft my soul after she's done killing me.
Turn your soul into a fucking fleshlight.
That's a child body. I'm not okay with that mental image, and we're moving on.
What the fuck?
Fair point.
Alright.
To be honest, I didn't
Moving
get a
on.
mental image, so.
Yeah, thanks.
Because she doesn't have a peepee yet.
What
Let's
the
stay on this
fuck?
subject.
Alright, so...
So Jacob's like, so do we got a quarry? Tell me we got one, Reiki.
I don't know why you just called me Reiki,
You're my
but
grandson. Shut the fuck up.
fuck I am. I'm my sire's descendant, remember?
Oh, shut the fuck up, Reiki. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Alright. Can you bring us to the Soul Forge? And can you make sure that your guards are on as high alert as physically possible?
Yes.
I would recommend killing any rats or other unnecessary living bodies in the castle grounds as well.
On my horses.
No.
On my
The
cows.
horses should be... Okay. What I mean to say is... Animalism is a discipline that many new blood Zamisi and old blood develop. If they can control your animals, then they could be watching us right now. Through the rats in the wall, or through the horse in the stable.
Wait a minute. Those fuckers can use animals? No wonder he's
Yes.
using rats in my tree, motherfucker.
I don't think that we're dealing with a spirit anymore. Just a very pissed off La Sombra woman. Or a Zamisi woman.
One kindred's much the
Okay.
same as another. They all
Yeah.
die eventually.
She,
Yeah, that's really smart to say in front of two kindred who are able to destroy you. Anyway.
as she
Good
comes
fuck.
out of the
I
room,
just smoke.
she does roughly what you said, but she orders the guards to exterminate every pest, shoot down every bird, and sets 4 guards to stare at the stables.
plan.
I just say, Queenie, you could just hobble the horses. and that way they can't be a threat, and also you don't have to kill them.
Any more talk of killing my horses or harming
I'm saying
them
that's not
will send you
hobbling the
to
horse
the dungeon.
doesn't kill 'em, it's
And I don't have a
Queenie.
dungeon, but I'll make one.
I second this
Queenie?
motion. Let's stop
Queenie?
hurting animals. Anyway,
Hobbling a horse is just basically taking a rope and tying it around their feet so they can't move.
Oh. Well, that's okay. Hobble the horses! Stable boy. Tell me when you're loaded.
And I suppose you'll pick me up along the way down here.
Yeah,
of
I'm
course,
like, hey,
yeah.
tall, scary man, follow us.
Declan hunting.
Oh, that must
guy.
be wonderful. And I strip up all the maps and I leave with them.
No! 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 Just the leather! No! No! And he gives up
Alright,
very
do you mind
quickly.
if we, like, take 5 so I can go to the bathroom?
That sounds
Yeah,
good.
me
I could
too.
use a P2.
Based.
I left
Nothing
you
more
guys
base than
picture.
taking a piss.
I'm gonna leave the microphone on so you can hear me piss because it's loud as fuck.
Oh, no, let me lower that volume.
I can't
then.
wait. I can't wait. Describe it to me as it's happening, please. That's fine. I am disappointed now.
Oh yeah, this room was made by AI, by the way. Not bad. Oh shit, sorry. Let me... Alright. Say something again, Matt?
You literally were making a Faust reference.
Maybe. Or maybe his name's
Okay.
Faust.
And that means...
Maybe he is
okay,
Faust.
so where's the devil?
Excuse me.
Alrighty. Am I the first one back?
No, Kane's chilling. I
Okay,
think.
just chilling.
You hear clicking.
Oh, I love the creepy little, like, what do you call it? The leprosy veiled person. I like it.
Thank you.
Sufficiently creepy for a soul forge.
Oh shoot. Might be a minute. I just realized.
Oh, what's up?
Jack is he's a professional pooper. Catch my drift.
Oh, I got you. Actually, there's a lot of fire in here. Interesting. I would wonder.
It needs to have fire for the forge. Surprisingly.
Yeah, that's true. Surprisingly. Yeah. But I was wondering.
Sounds like a hazard.
Oh, hey, Jack's back. I'd like to do a perception check to see if I can see any flames going into a weird direction. As if there's like a secret room or cavern.
Fair. Go ahead and roll perception awareness.
Perception alertness. We got it. And I will be doing my aspects, of course. Perception. +1 for aspects. And I'm assuming it's a 6, or is it a higher difficulty because it's a very subtle thing?
We'll do 6 for now. You'll just need multiple successes if there is something here.
If it'll let me roll. Rolling. Okay. 4 successes. Holy shit.
You really feel out, reaching with every sense you can to this room, looking for any kind of draft of air pulling the fire, or looking for any strange loose stone. Anything. Nothing comes out.
Well, there goes my theory.
Before they grab me, Mr. Storyteller, while I was looking over the maps, is there any notable landmarks or anything of that nature within like maybe a couple miles away, but you could say still see the castle from sight, like say that mountain you mentioned earlier, something like that.
Turn down that volume so I can hear you. So you said you were looking for any notable terrain?
Yeah, so basically the thing that I'm trying to do is somewhere far enough away where they could feel safe from anyone searching the area, but still close enough to their home that they, still feel connected to this castle. So a mountain, like they mentioned earlier, where they could see the castle or from a distance or something.
Yeah, this castle is in a extremely fortified niche neck of the woods. It is surrounded on its back end by tall mountains. And on its front end, there's a massive chasm leading down, perhaps from some earthquake thousands of years ago.
I have returned.
Welcome back. As you're sifting through things, it seems like there's a plethora of mountains in the area because this is a mountainous area. A thing that sticks out as you rummage through them: lots of cavern systems. Lots and lots of cavern systems here.
Crap. Well, tons of cavern systems means there's lots of places for them to hide and a lot of real easy to move about.
Are there any under the castle itself?
That's a good question.
Does not seem to show any.
Alright.
There's no way they can get into this room. Or if they can, it's so fucking put together I can't detect it.
Alright. Well, we should do a search of the room regardless. Make sure that there's no rats in here.
Give me just one moment.
So would that be like? Oh, right. You said a moment ago.
All right. As you all head down here, the almost wild-eyed man over in the corner seems to be holding a odd, very small hammer made out of strange metal, and whispers something to this semi-spectral entity to his right. And then Queenie approaches them and says, "Faust, I believe I was too harsh on you and your nameless companion there. It seems there may be a reason. Part of your materials go missing every time you craft for me. You both craft for me." And she then mentions everything that William and you guys have discerned. That perhaps you said how do you say that word?
Obtenebration.
Apparently there is a master of obtenebration that could be siphoning our material's essence from us, from you. Just like I thought you were stealing it, as if you were giving yourself a little piece, as if it was the tithe of the dead, as your nameless friend is all too familiar with. Faust then speaks back to her and says, "Of course, my queen. My loyalties are to the craft, and to you, I would not defile them with greed. Now, stand back." And he then raises his hammer over some sort of metallic chain in front of him, and the spirit goes in behind him. Its head still poking out, but his hand melded into the smith's. In every hammer, another soul appears in the room. Loud metal ringing fills your ears.
I kind of slowly put my hand on my pistol.
I believe only William would be able to see this, correct? Or can you see these kinds of spirits?
So
I have Auspex on, so
That's
shouldn't
not.
I be able to?
You need like tier 3 or 4 aspects to see spirits.
Okay, then never mind.
So for it really depends on if it's a ghost, wraith, or shade. I don't think any of these are shades. Because those are like insane ghosts.
Very weak ghosts that are being turned to material.
Then no one would be able to normally see them because that's one of their special skills
Yeah.
that allows them to manifest in the skin land.
So
Too easy. Disregard.
yeah.
Yeah.
So only William can faintly see, but you do all see and hear faint wail, and every hammer a small chunk from each one individually. Someone seems to be holding on to each spirit as well. Tink, wail, tink, wail. And some time goes on, almost as if this is daily. Go ahead.
May I take notes?
She raises an eyebrow. Whatever you want. She kind of shrugs and shakes her head.
I take out my little journal from my breast pocket and start scribbling notes like a wild person.
Okay. You write down the process, everything you see, maybe even activate your necromantic field of vision. And then you clearly see everything going on. For some reason, it's piecemeal. These ones, as if they're not having their full souls taken. Just a chunk.
Interesting.
A chain begins taking form in the Soul Forge. And
Sir.
10 minutes pass. Then he lays his hammer down. Admires
What
the
the
chain.
fuck were you all looking at?
Shush. So, have all of them been taken into this chain piece by piece, or was only little pieces taken from them and then they left?
Little pieces. More than a tithe of the dead, but less than their entire essence. And as the job is done, this nameless spirit goes back over here. Just hovers near the fire.
Excuse me, spirit.
It slowly turns to look you in the eyes.
The...
Its head is covered. Doesn't say anything.
Are you able to answer a few questions for me?
What can the living ask of the dead?
Little,
You're not living.
but the dead can ask many things to the dead.
I see you.
What has just occurred before me?
What has occurred is similar to the price I paid to become a soulsmith. I gave a piece of myself, more than most, my name and my origins. They gave much of themselves. And then he turns around.
Interesting.
We'll shoot for Wednesday afternoon.
So, Declan, you had a question? Like, what are we all looking at or something?
Well, yeah. I've just been standing here for 10 minutes looking at some dude hammering something.
Oh, yeah,
And you all
the
look.
room filled up with the souls of the dead, and pieces of them were ripped off and forged into a chain. Something completely impossible to everything that I've ever learned. So I am taking notes.
Actually, it's not. The OC, it's normal. There's a thing called a tithe of the dead. It's a small piece of them that they can give up. Oh, you mean in character? No.
In character, I only have occult 3, and I have no direct knowledge
Gotcha.
of the stuff going on there. I've only heard tales of people of a soul being bound into a weapon completely.
I see. Okay.
So you're
Yeah.
saying that the room is filled with spirits?
It was, but now it's not. They all gave some of themselves, but now they're not here anymore.
William.
Yes, what? Hello.
Well, or excuse me, I don't know that. Riker. Ricky.
Ah,
Ricky.
Yes.
Ricky Bobby. Sorry.
Jacob Jacobson. Yes, how can I help?
I'm just like,
Oh,
if they're stealing, do they have to have a line of sight?
What?
They were
I look
killing them.
baffled.
I said earlier in the conversation, the Forge Master over here says they were stealing some shit from them. Do they have to physically be here in order to steal the shit?
No idea.
There you go.
This is all new information. I didn't know this was even possible.
All right, I'm going to roll and see if I can look at my what do you call it? My ambush instincts kind of kick in real life, and so I'm going to roll for vectors of attack. That if somebody was going to try and make an ambush of us, where would they do it? And so I'm going to roll firearms perception, just kind of line of sights and angles.
Okay. So you're just looking around. Nothing. Maybe a faint chill in certain areas as you move around this place. A faint chill where it should be hot from the heat of the furnace.
Something's here.
Faust comes over to you three as you're awkwardly, panickedly looking about, or curiously.
I'm not panically. This is like, I'm in kill mode.
Got it. Alertedly then.
Mhm.
Why have you three come into my forge? I do not like to be disturbed, except
Forge
by
master.
Queenie. Yes.
We mean no
Yes,
disrespect, sir.
mortal.
I would want to know when somebody steals your materials, like as you and Queen were discussing earlier, do they have to physically be here in order to do that, or can they be some miles away?
Steal my materials. Rage, controlled rage, covers his face. I would like to be offended at your insult of my control of my materials, but I cannot. I have no clue what is happening here. I cannot trace it. I cannot spot it. I do not know.
So this is unusual.
Are you smoking a cigarette, Riker?
No,
Okay.
I haven't lit another one since I found out it was the museum.
Unusual. I have done this craft for many years. And he gives a rotten tooth smile. And only this last month have my skills faltered.
As your, how should I say, routine changed at all, even in the smallest amount in the past month?
My acts are the same, though the outcome is different.
Interesting.
Wait a minute.
Hmm.
Do you think, Forge Master, could you, with some manipulation, work through another?
That would be my companion, partner, the nameless one that you cannot see.
Okay.
Riker can. He's the one
the
who
question-
works through another, not I.
He works through you.
Yes, we work together.
I'm just like, my brain's actually just going brain blast. I'm like, do you think,
Is this world
That-
strange to you, mortal?
do you think that a soul, such as your friend, might induce someone to pick up your craft, even without their knowledge?
Looks at you confusedly. Looks over at the ghost. A piece of your soul, literally, is taken to be able to do this. No, I do not believe, unwillingly or unwittingly, my partner could do that.
Can
So,
such a bond be replicated? Or is it unique to each smith?
This is how all the smiths I've known, which is not many, have done the craft.
Interesting.
Okay,
you,
so-
You still have not told me why you're in my workshop.
I'm fine. We're here on Queenie's behest
Obviously.
to get rid of what could be a turoń and what seemingly more likely is a flesh-crafted monstrosity.
Oh,
Were you present during the reign of the previous occupant of this castle?
I was not.
Interesting.
So guys, just so out, this is me speaking, not Jacob, but what I'm thinking is, the spirit of the dead, of the potentially dead Samishi person, has basically become like what the unknown one is, and is using Charlotte to steal stuff.
Maybe.
That's just kind of the running theory that's going on in my head, just me thinking. But you guys do what you think. Okay, continue.
Right.
So, Faust, what did you dream about?
He smiles. You first.
I dreamt I was a pathetic old man.
Thank you. Doesn't seem to want to reply.
And yours, Faust?
Queenie, can you tell these three to be about their business and leave? Yes! Faust, of course.
At your leave.
What do you three want?
Hmm.
Sorry. What do you three think is down here? This Lasombra hiding amongst the stonework?
Maybe.
The Sombra can meld into shadows. Obtenebration allows one to hide from most ways of seeing. And if it is the Zamisi, it's possible that it uses aspect to interact with our minds using mental magic while we sleep.
Yes.
You're dealing with a fucking Lasombra.
Yeah.
Possibly.
But
Where does that other passageway lead to?
That's just a back room with spare materials that aren't ghosts, like physical metals.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did an inspection here. There's no way they can get in and out physically. There's no secret passage. There's no thing like that, and I'm certain of that. So, if there is somebody coming down here stealing materials, they have to come through this door. Reiki, is there some way you can set a trap for this motherfucker?
There is. I'm uncertain as to whether or not it would work, though.
Pardon my language, Queenie.
She seems to be distracted.
Okay, so... Queenie, could I talk to you in private for a moment? I have another question that you probably don't want to answer to everyone.
Have a seat right over there. Yeah. She
Hey,
rolls
Declan,
her eyes a
let's
bit
head up.
and acquiesces. Sits on a stool.
So we wait for them up the stairs.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Good, because I want to punch that Faust really hard.
So...
Yeah, he's kind of a cunt.
Your soul-forged items have supernatural properties, right?
Obviously.
Are there any that... You said you have one that the coin, sundial, can bring back a dead person at cost. Is that correct?
Did you say at cost?
Yeah, at a cost. She didn't elaborate as to what the cost was.
Why do you want to talk about this more?
Because it's possible, I don't know how likely, but it is possible that are you missing any of your items from storage at any point during the history you've been here?
No, we keep that area very hidden.
Good.
I check it. It's fine. And you will not be checking it.
I don't plan to. The next subject is Princess Violet, the one the Turian has spent a lot of time with besides you.
Yes, I suppose you should talk with her.
Yes.
What about it?
It's not utterly impossible that she is being dominated by whatever
don't say.
it is. Her mind may not be her own anymore.
So I should
Possibly
execute her.
worse.
Torture her
Possibly
for
worse.
information.
Possibly worse, her flesh may not be her own anymore. If that is the case, her remains would have to be cremated.
She makes an icky face.
That's why it's important that we continue our investigation. But you have been most helpful and accommodating. Thank you.
She gets in a puff and a huff. And this is not how I want to live my life. This is not proper. She just leaves. Okay. So, first floor where Princess Violet's at, I'm guessing.
All right.
Yeah. And gentlemen, would you leave me a little bit of privacy? I need to make an apology to Princess Violet.
That's all right. I don't mind. We need to see her anyway.
Yep.
Now, gentlemen, am I to take you to Princess Violet?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
If the gentleman will follow me.
What? Of course, Major Domo. Hey, Major Domo, what is your favorite spirit that you like to drink? Or what's your poison? What's your vice?
What's your liquor?
Wow.
Or do you prefer ghosts? Or souls?
Blood, gentlemen. And if you offer a glass, I will not refuse.
Interesting.
Do you have a preference?
I'm not picky.
Ah, I see.
Interesting.
All right, I'll get some blood sent up to you sometime.
Would you like
It is
some of
gonna be
mine?
mostly Red Cross stuff, so I don't know if you mind that. That's just
Ah.
short notice, but I'll make sure to get it to you.
Not mortal blood.
Mortal.
Mortal blood. I can get you that too,
Rejected.
but that'll cost you.
Hold on, where is the chick?
Real quick.
Oh, excuse me, I went down the wrong hallway. This way. What's up, Kane?
I was just gonna say I'm being super paranoid of like shadows now.
Yes,
As you should be.
Excellent
Always.
decision.
And forever. Near and far, closer together.
It's funny you say that, because as you approach this doorway, your vision goes black just for a millisecond. You hear a "Ah!" and then it returns to normal. Literally
All
like a
of us?
millisecond. You wonder if it happened.
All
Violet!
of us are just
Violet,
Declan.
you have guests. The 3 fine gentlemen from the city wish to speak with you. Yes, of course. Hello.
Greetings.
Who was it that offered up their cup of blood, by the way, to her?
Me. Or no,
Me.
Declan offered it.
You wish it was you.
That's all good, bro.
Oh my.
Sorry. Sorry.
Jacob, you wanted to talk to her first?
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second. Thank you for the drink, Declan. That's all she says.
Miss Violet. Or Princess
Yes.
Violet, or what do you prefer to be called?
Princess Violet is functional.
Alright. Princess Violet, I wish to apologize. I brought the Wrath Queen on you unintentionally. Could you be so kind as to accept this apology? I did not know you were on the rocks, and I did not know this, so my apologies.
It is not It's barely your doing, bringing her frustrations at me. My queen is under a great deal of stress, and I understand and accept anything she does. And she offers you her hand to kiss as an apology.
And I do my etiquette check, and I do my courtly do
Have at it.
a slight touch of the lip.
Charisma etiquette.
Charisma etiquette. Oh, I'm actually relatively good at that. So we'll see what happens. Charisma etiquette. High, and then we got charisma. Yeah.
Can I try to whisper something to Riker, hopefully without anyone else being able to hear me?
Yeah, attempt
Mhm.
subtlety or what? Let me check what it's called.
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge and wits.
So 2. Okay. Let's see.
Zero,
failed.
you fail.
I'm gonna whisper something to ya.
Or he whispers too quietly, I can't hear. What the fuck are you doing, Declan? Why are you standing?
Just
by
like
me?
licks your ear a little bit.
I would literally light him on fire.
I'm sure you would. Anyways, what do you say, Kane or Declan?
I come up and like, oh, Riker, you mind doing me a favor and doing that weird little vision thing of yours, if you're able to?
Sure.
As you say that,
Yeah.
Violet says, with all due respect, gentlemen, I feel very uncomfortable having so many men in my room. Could we take this to the courtyard, please?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, it's fine.
Thank you.
And what did I get for my level 4 etiquette charisma?
She gives a very slight smile and curtsy at your kiss.
So when she says like, "Hey, can we do this out there?" I'm going to immediately turn on my eyes and look in the room.
Little switch. And which variety of eyes are you turning on? You got 20 different visions.
Accurate. I am eyeball man. The necromancy ones, to see spirits, witness of death.
Someone taking a bong rip? What the fuck? Anyways, so, and that would be the spirits that linger in the area or have died there, correct?
It would be whichever ones are present. If they're ghosts or if they're wraiths that have moved on in.
Okay. As you...
Ghosts are like after images, wraiths are spirits that move around and do shit.
Got it. Go ahead and activate your thingy.
Alrighty. So, I'll put that in chat real quick just to make sure I'm doing it right.
Thank you, sir.
Awareness plus perception. Awareness, perception at difficulty 5. And 5 successes. And can I do a subterfuge to, like, a roll to kind of make this be stealthy?
Well, I mean, you're just looking. Like,
right.
So, like, as you're walking by, kind of make it so they can't tell that your head... Like, your head's forward, but your eyes are peering intently in the room, basically? Would that be what you're after?
So
people would notice.
The moment I'm doing it is when Jacob and her are still in the room, and she's like, "Hey, can you not look in here? I'm not, like, or whatever it was, like, there's a lot of guys here, can we go to the courtyard?"
Just so you know that I was going to do that before you were going to do the vision thing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, sure. Go. Whatever you want to do, man. Just do it.
Yeah. I'm trying to look in the room to see if there's any bad thingy going on in there, essentially.
As you peer in. No. Nothing. No spirits. Well, there's spirits, as there's with everything, but no ghosts and no wraiths.
Okay.
Seems whatever is visiting her is of the unliving or living variety, or purely in her mind.
Interesting. And terrifying. Alright, so as we go, I'm gonna try to whisper to Declan.
Alright. Mind if I move your character?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Alright. We'll say you guys were wandering over this way, and then go ahead and whisper away.
That'd be subterfuge, manipulation. Wits.
If you're trying to whisper without being noticed.
Okay, sure. 3 successes.
Alright, you're pretty confident no one but Declan is hearing you whisper in his ear, or notice that you're whispering.
My eyes let me see the souls that have passed, but I haven't seen anything in that room. Though I take it you experienced that little blip.
Aye. Something was definitely up with this fight.
Yep. The fun continues. And I'm gonna light another cigarette.
You just threw it right in his face too. You're just like,
roll
you
a
just don't give
I can't remember exactly what it is, but roll a willpower save to resist being freaked out by the lighter, like a foot away from you.
That is fair. I fail.
You kind of like, you freak out just a little bit. Maybe you jump away, maybe you shove him away. Whatever
I
you
slap
think.
it out of his hand.
That's fair, actually. In vampire society, what he's doing is very likely insanely rude. It's like holding a pistol at your friend's head.
Sorry.
Dick.
That was just...
I laugh and pick it up off the ground. No, I was just seeing how many times I could do that before you do something.
I'm just like, you two kids playing. Stop playing patty cake over there.
Hey, I'm the only kid in this group.
Exactly.
Oh, oops.
Princess Violet,
Shall we?
have you noticed any lapses in time in your memory?
Nothing unusual. It's
Okay, I am
a
going
blur
to be doing
here
an
sometimes.
empathy perception check to see if she's lying to me.
Alright. And you're trying to see if she's lying about having gaps in her memory, correct?
Yeah, if she's having gaps in her memory or anything else that she might be hiding in regard. So I'm calling attention to a specific thing, and I'm just wondering if it's like, if that triggers anything
does not
in her.
seem to be lying about any memory loss or anything like that. Then she again tries to wander over to the courtyard.
Oh, I thought we were in the courtyard. My bad. I would have
No, it's all good.
waited.
No, you're good. She leans over. And she looks at Riker and is about to say, Jacob, could I have a cigar?
I just go, of course. I pull and give her one of my, it's Cuban.
Takes a fat fucking cigar and begins smoking it.
Ah! Okay, how does she smoke her cigar? Does she do the little, like, or does she use a gas lighter? Does she have a light
smokes
herself?
it like a depressed hooker.
Oh.
Hey, princess.
Mm-hmm.
It's just us right now.
Oh, I know.
Do you want to break character?
Oh, I'm already out.
Nice.
I need out of this place. Boys.
How long you been here?
I got a deal to make with you guys. I've been
What's
here a
up?
while. Years. Maybe decades. Yeah, a decade. Alright. I don't know how much you value oaths, but one of you vampires need to make an oath to me to take me into your herd as part of payment for dealing with the turoń, or whatever the fuck is going on here.
Alright.
I need out of this place. Now.
Then we're gonna need your cooperation.
You have it.
Excellent. All right, yeah, I'll add you to my herd. No problem.
Declan doesn't care. Beautiful.
No, not at all.
Beautiful.
Wait, did she just make all this in front of all these knights?
Those
She's
things aren't
obviously
paying
whispering.
attention to us.
They're
Yeah.
they're a
Okay.
good bit away. Like what?
Oh,
22.
hold on. Where's her subterfuge roll?
Well, there's a difference between a major domo 2 feet away and knight. Yeah. You're hilarious, Kane. And knight's 24 meters, which is
3 meters.
66 feet away.
Yeah, they ain't hearing shit.
They ain't hearing jack shit.
Yeah.
So, what was your dreams about recently?
Oh, filled with wonders. Wonders that I would much rather not be forced to have nightly.
Oh.
Like,
The Hatter kind of meekly walks by you, Declan, the one that you fucking tripped.
you gonna try and trip him again?
I try to trip him.
You son of a bitch.
Fucking do it.
All right, athletics, dexterity.
This legend, Declan is a menace to all people.
It's a fact.
No, just these two. No one else.
Successes.
Guess
I
I'll
love him. He's
I'll give him a
great.
roll. I'll give him a roll to evade
Can't
that
wait to
shit.
see-
He might
can't
do
wait to see
it.
him in actual combat.
Initiate combat.
One success, not more than yours.
He trips up the
He
stairs.
almost evades it. He does a half
He knows
summer
it's
halt and then
coming.
falls on his ass.
It's just
No.
like Charlie Brown. He's like, this time I'm gonna kick the ball.
Leave us alone.
No.
He's-
It's kind of
They're not even fucking joking. They're just fucking done with this shit. All right.
You know, wave at,
Play
I'd
nice
give him
with
like
the
a half
labor.
wave. No.
You know what? That's fair. They made
Chuffing
you
on
wear
her
a puffy
cigar.
shirt.
Violet says something to you. I know an old woman lives in a bit of a hut near the mountainside, just a few miles from here.
Mhm.
She used to work here for the old master, the old owner.
Oh.
I have to get some peace of mind from this place, some sanity. I visit her when I can. When Queenie sends me to town, to the city, I do a little detour. And I've mentioned what's going on here. And that old hag bragged about probably knowing what's going on.
Hell yeah.
Can I do an empathy roll to see if she's trying to lure us into a trap or something?
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Was it empathy? What wits or perception?
You're trying to read her?
Yeah.
Perception, empathy. Reading facial cues, body language, that kind of stuff.
2 successes.
And you're trying to see if there's any hostility or danger or trap in this?
Yeah.
Not quite. She's definitely keeping something to herself, though.
Is that good enough? He might be able to tell what kind it is. Is it like trying to harm us? Like, I don't know.
No, not trying to harm you guys. That's what he picked up on. Just something
Yeah.
that she is trying to keep to herself and not telling you guys. Like, just a little bit of holding something back.
I'm going to keep that to myself, but I've made a note of that for now.
Okay.
I'll bring that up to you guys later.
Well,
I want to see how this plays out.
there isn't anything we can do to go down there ourselves right now, considering that we have been ordered by Queenie to remain here until the problem's solved. So, what did she claim to know about this occurrence?
Mm. She didn't give details, but every nightmare that one of us had, every phantom image, especially hatred for Queenie, that was mentioned, every haunt for Queenie, she laughed wholeheartedly. But it's been a while since I've been able to visit.
Hmm.
But recently, the last time I visited, she wasn't laughing anymore. I don't know why, but for some reason she no longer finds it amusing.
Probably occurring with her as well. She worked with the old mistress, right?
Yes, though she's stingy with information. You'll have to do something to get it.
Any ideas?
Of what
Like a
you'll have to
breaker
do.
legs.
Oh, I'm sure violence and pain might work on her. She's old and brittle. Seems she's even more sparse on vampire blood than I am at times.
Excellent, then a good drink might loosen her throat.
Indeed.
Would you be able to go fetch her without bringing unneeded suspicion?
Absolutely not. I am
Excellent.
more bound here than
Fair
you
enough.
are. Perhaps
Fair enough.
Would
with
any
this
of the
new
knights be able
information,
to?
Queenie could lax on her containment of you. Just don't mention
Where
that
we
you
go.
got the information from me.
Yeah. Me got
Yeah,
you.
we'll be making rounds to other individuals afterwards so that she can't trace it back to you. If we just run there immediately now, it's not like we've seen anyone else. You can put it together easily.
Say whatever you have to get out of here, and don't tie it back to me if I want to survive.
I get it.
She's a jealous
We got you. We
woman.
have an understanding,
Girl.
Violet. Yeah.
Okay. And she
We don't want
takes
to play
one last big puff and cuts off the end of the cigar with a little dagger that she has in her hip. Hands it back to you, Jacob.
I smile at that. I'm like, So finally, somebody who knows how to smoke actually how to smoke a fucking cigar.
Gee, thanks.
I'll teach you, boy. Don't worry about that, Reiki.
Whatever. Anyways, I have
You guys
another
hate each
question.
other. What?
Smoking's for losers.
Thanks, dog. Anyways,
Holy shit, he's angry.
do you happen to have any experiences with odd shadows?
Every day.
Care to elaborate?
Whatever is doing this, I think it's in love with me.
Oh dear.
Yep.
I mean, I can see the appeal. But...
Continue.
Oh dear.
Jacob,
And-
please.
Why? I do not know, but it is, or at least it's very affectionate to me. And I have no interest in seeing where that romance might lead. Which is why I desperately would like to leave. Please.
Fair enough.
Fair
All
enough.
right. We'll take care of it for you. Don't worry about that.
What was your relationship like to the previous owner of this castle?
Oh, I was not here.
You were not here?
I think she
Interesting.
removed every previous occupant. I don't know the details, but if anyone was from then, they don't speak of it.
Where were you during then?
Not alive.
That makes sense.
Right. Okay.
I'm about 60.
You're a youngin' still.
Well, that's all I'll need from you for now.
All right.
Have a good night.
She
You
gives
too,
a
miss.
courtly bow to each of you. Even you, Declan. Now, I have duties to attend to.
A tricker. No, I'm joking.
No. I don't think she'd be good for me. But Alexander, he's been mopey since his last wife died. That was like 15 years ago. I'll see if I can set those two up.
Considering she's going to be part of my herd, if this all works out, you should probably talk to me about that.
Hey, we're all in the family.
So
Hey,
I realize that she's holding some information, right?
Most likely.
Yeah, I'm assuming she has some sort of connection to that old woman, or that the old woman may have done something to her.
Probably. Can't
You
do much
think-
about it.
No, I don't know much about this soul or spirit crap, but you think she, I don't know, got soul planted in her or some shit?
Not the soul. But anything else I'm going to refrain from saying.
Fair enough. Well, we got a new lead, gentlemen.
Let's go see the other princesses if you have no other direct places that you want to go.
No. That sounds fine by me. Or we could go see the queen directly and go investigate this place that Miss Violet said.
I lost the
Okay.
major domo. Where are you?
Like I told the princess, it would make more sense if we saw other people as well, so that she
Fair
has
enough.
less of a reason to execute my new herd member.
Fair enough. Let's go.
Major Domo!
Alright, I don't know where the fuck he went to, but... The major domo is busy at the moment, but I will happily escort you about the premises, you sir.
Thank you. Please
Hello,
bring us
butler.
to one of the princesses, not Violet.
Post haste.
Let's go.
Princesses or the maiden as well? Oh, you're
What
inside
the
me.
fuck is
Princesses.
the maiden?
Yes, okay, this way then. Yes, this way. I think they should be about these quarters.
Hey,
I fucking
Declan,
hate
have you done
sheriffs.
any mercenary work before?
You know,
I think you'd be
Princess
good at
Violet. She's such
That's
a good heart.
essentially my entire work.
I agree.
Oh,
That is,
You know you-
that is
Oh,
pretty-
everyone roll a perception and alertness check.
Perception alertness? Okay.
Gentlemen, one moment. Just one moment. You all think you hear faint female moans coming from the room. Two of them.
Oh. Oh.
Hum a tune. Hum a tune. Yes, gentlemen.
Me.
Ah, they are just getting dressed.
Yeah. I see
Right.
now why.
Princess Theo and Jan.
Yeah, I see now why one of them is referred to as the
Mattoon.
maiden and the others are not.
Ah! And they open the door. They are well dressed, looking lovely, flush in the face, and ruffled hair.
a little sweaty, perhaps.
Absolutely
I
not.
get,
Their
I
makeup
get a
covers
twinkle
it.
in my eye.
Oh. Oh my. You perverted old man.
Hello, women.
You know it.
Princess Theo and Princess Jan, what can we do for you, fine men? Tee
Well, you
hee.
could let us first.
Come on in. And they sit on the bed.
Thank you. So, you don't mind if we close this door, do you?
Of course, sir. I will be out here if you need anything.
Thank you. All right. Do you two want to continue being in character or not?
They giggle, look at you, and begin making out again.
Knock it off, flesh bags.
They stop. They stop.
I just got like Jacob is just grinning this whole time and he's smoking his cigar. Oh, sorry for the interruption, ladies.
Not that kind of out of character. Got it. You still wants to act a little. What do you want?
Information.
About what?
Dreams you've been having recently, preferably involving or related to the haunting and not each other.
They giggle, look at each other. We didn't sleep last day.
Oh, fun night, I guess.
I see. How long have you all been here? And no, not in this room.
4 years?
And before that?
Well, it's complicated. You see, the Major Domo recruits princesses. And we are working princesses before we came here.
Oh.
I see.
I actually look at them kind of closely to see if they're like whores I frequented.
Yeah, you know what? Roll percentages. There's a lot of whores out in the world, but you buy a lot of whores. We'll give it 5% chance each.
5% chance each? Okay. Let me roll that. So public roll. We'll do that. We'll go... Oh, why is it like... Oh. Alright. So we're going to do percentage rolls. So I'm just going to roll four,
Should be D100.
Oh,
I'm
a D100?
assuming there's
Okay.
a way to do that. Okay.
I'm looking
I think
at it.
it's /roll space 100? Yeah. Oh, I got 100. That's
Okay.
fucking cool. So yeah. /
Roll...
then you type in the word roll, spacebar, and then you type 100. No, it's okay, never mind. It's / roll D100.
D100. Okay. Nope. Roll D /D. Capital D or lowercase d?
Lower.
Okay. I don't know why it's not letting me do that. That's weird. / ROLLD100.
No space. D100 together.
Yeah, that's how I did it. Like, okay. You just
Got a
roll the
5.
percent.
I was just showing you how to do it, but sure, just to expedite things. You little man whore, says Theo. You fucked me in the ass.
Oh,
I know you. You disgusting pig.
remember
And she comes over and slaps you in the chest. How you been?
Oh, I've been great. How are you been?
Oh, you know. Good, actually.
Hooray.
Degeneracy everywhere.
If we could just... Never mind. This is a bit much for me. Jacob, you want to finish the interview?
No, Riker. I just realized me and the young lady are acquainted. So by all means, continue.
Okay. Did any of you know about kindred and vampires before you were recruited?
Well... And Jan looks at Theo. Theo had a few hunches about things. But
It's
no.
good. That might save her life.
No, we didn't. This was supposed to be a beautiful getaway vacation. And it is. It really is. This life is a dream compared to what we had.
Yeah, I can sympathize.
You were a gigolo? Sorry.
I just cover my forehead with one of my hands and I'm like, I'm not going to answer that. Anyways.
If he wasn't very good, ladies.
Jacob!
You guys are gonna fight.
My apologies, my
Yeah.
apologies. Continue, Riker.
Why are you talking about your daughter that way, Jacob?
Oh no.
I don't think she's one of mine.
I hope
You're
not.
talking about everyone is one of yours.
Eh,
Yeah.
there's none. Continue.
Yeah.
I am so sorry, Will. Oh.
Theo.
I think Wade ran
DM?
away.
DM?
What do you want?
What did you know about Kindred Society beforehand? Because whatever you did know, it's possible that someone is targeting you.
Us? They look at each other. Sure, the nightmares are obnoxious. Daymares, whatever. But they're barely bothering us. They're not so bad.
Being bitten by a snake doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be in tremendous agony the whole time. As long as it kills you, that's what counts. Now please cooperate.
Okay, we knew next to nothing. Theo's time with Jacob led her on to a few things. She did some...
I did.
You're not the most subtle man, Jacob.
This is true.
You bragged about your many children. Some of them look close to your age. We'll leave it at that. And
Fair enough.
when an opportunity came up, we were promised a lifetime's worth of wealth as long as we served for a very long time. Live in a castle, and eventually they revealed other things to us. A bit of kindred society. We don't know much, just how Queenie does things.
Then allow me to tell you two things that are incredibly important to making sure that you both continue your hedonistic lifestyle into the next week.
You have our attention.
The shadows are not your friend right now.
They look confused. We're not scared of the dark.
That's the
No
issue.
weird stuff.
There are certain things that can come out of the dark, and one of them might be the culprit of what's been going on. It has shown the ability to indent stone with its hand.
OC, that was wooden, just so you know.
Wood, my bad.
Just from its
Then
weight,
I
though.
would.
I see. Well,
The second thing,
we're very happy here, and we're not going to be scared off. Whatever this thing is, it hasn't hurt anyone really yet. So, you deal with it, and we'll be happy when you do.
All right, ladies. Fair enough. But maybe keep your wits about you. All right?
Sure,
that was the message.
we'll wrestle this big bad Turon to the ground if he shows up. Right, Theo?
Excellent.
Yes, Jan.
I'm leaving
And they
now.
high-five each other and begin making out as you leave.
Good night, ladies.
Yes, indeed.
I just look at Jacob. You know, half the time I don't know why I bother.
Fair enough. You and Alexander will get along great.
Butler,
Yes, sir.
please show us to the maiden.
Of course. And chances are she will be less.
Indisposed.
Indeed, good sir. She sleeps next to Violet, actually. Wonderful lass. Beautiful, inside and out. She, essentially accompanies princes of the vampire variety when they visit, not in a sexual manner, of course.
Of
She
course.
must keep her maidenhood. But, as you know, many have a taste for untainted women's blood.
Yeah.
I am aware.
Good maiden Leia. Knock, knock, knock. Forgive the interruption, but the three gentlemen from the city are here to speak with you. Oh, come in. Actually, let me go out there. You can sit in the hall. I should be up and about. She moves past you all and then goes over to sit at this table.
I pull out a chair for her.
Forgive me for eavesdropping, but I heard just a bit of your conversation with Violet as you walked away. I'm assuming you're asking about that.
Yes.
We are
What can I do
going
to help?
Well, we're investigating all of the women.
You don't mind if I drop the act a bit for this?
Of course.
You can
Okay.
drop it
Of course.
entirely.
I already
I
had.
prefer it if you did.
Beautiful.
Excellent. How long have you been here?
Slightly longer than Violet. I'd say time slips by here. 15 years? 16? 17?
I see. And you were not around during the previous owner?
No.
Do you
I
know of
barely
anyone
know
who
anything
was?
about it. Here? No, I think everyone was promptly expelled or executed when Queenie took over. At least that's what everyone says.
I see.
That sounds about right.
Honestly, it does, and it's kind of disappointing.
Why are you so curious about that?
Because people don't like being kicked out of their house.
Well, of course not, but death is far worse than moving.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what's going on? A disposed person from some 90, 80 years ago?
Well, I'll put it to you like this.
They hold a grudge for
I'm
a
dead,
very
and
long
that did
time.
not stop me from walking around and causing problems.
Yes, I suppose that's true. Hopefully it's not a dead man or woman who's causing these problems. We have
Right.
enough of those around here.
You're close with Princess Violet, is that correct?
Oh, she's a gem, she's a treat, and she's very tired.
Very tired.
Very.
Why is she so tired?
It seems this place is not what she had hoped.
What do you mean?
Well, though she's completely justified in punishing her, Queenie has withheld the blood on occasion. And the effects of that can be racking.
Yes.
And her duties get tiresome. More for her than others.
Is there a particular reason why Queenie has been so justifiably harsh?
At first, before the recent times, she treated her better than anyone else. I'm not sure why. She said once that she liked her face. And Queenie does not regularly give out compliments to other women. But now, with this haunting, or whatever is going on, blood feud from 100 years ago, the attention she's been getting has been bad for her health.
Understandable. This might seem like a pretty ridiculous question, but has her face changed at all?
She squints a bit and looks at you. Please don't mention it to her, but faintly, yes. A bit of aging, as the blood was withheld.
Oh, that's
just
terrible.
I see. Hello, Hatter. Paper. Declan.
Walk up to this table. Hold on. And I throw one of the dishes at them.
They already ran away.
Thank you, Declan. You are an absolute treasure.
I still threw the dish at the wall as they were running away.
Sir, I must ask you, please do not destroy the fine china.
It
Thank
will
you.
be compensated.
Oh, I have no worries for that. It's just, don't make a mess.
That is true. Of course, we shouldn't make a mess. Anyways. So...
Clinking armor as you converse.
Yeah, as soon as I hear clinking armor, I'm gonna wait until it's out of earshot.
A moment passes. He seems to go up the stairs to somewhere else.
Who are the most important people besides Queenie and Princess Violet that are residents here?
Most important people. Well, Queenie would be lost without her major domo. And... I suppose it's been a while. We used to have them every week. But back when we had jousts and tournaments, Sir Rohrchild and Sir Friedmark were highly regarded. And the prize of the show. Talented warriors in their own right.
How talented, might you say, beyond just the showmanship aspect?
They've mastered showmanship, and they are deadly with a blade or lance.
Good.
They are true knights, not just muscle-clad men in armor.
Yes. And what of the astronomer room? Is that put in use?
Yes. The room is well used, but the man, most likely nothing more than a fancy for Queenie until she loses interest.
Interesting. How many of these people does she have around for fleeting fancies?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Some of us are kept around for a long time, such as the Staple
Yourself.
Boy's been here. Well, I've been here for 15 years. It's not a short time. But Alexander, or Major Domo, has been here possibly the longest, I believe. People like to keep things close to their chest here.
Of course.
Yes, that's something that we kindred
For example,
issue with.
a Capper and Hatter. I assumed that they would be nothing but a fancy, but they've been here almost as long as Alexander.
Yes. Interesting. Do you have any questions for us?
Sure. What do you think's going on?
Do you want the honest truth or the omitted truth?
Oh, lie to me.
We have it all under control.
Lovely, I shall sleep soundly tonight. And then she puts her hands on the table, stands up. If that's all.
It is. At least for me. Jacob? Declan?
Yeah, by all means, miss. Have a good night.
Curtsy,
You
curtsy,
ever
curtsy.
hear anything interesting coming from your neighbor?
Giggles as she sleeps during the day. Sometimes she talks, but it's gibberish. I have no clue what she's saying. Thank you.
Declan?
Aye?
You are an amazing investigator.
Ah, thank you.
Butler man.
Butler
Okay.
man, take me by the hand unto the land that you understand.
Butler man, the voice.
Bah, 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 bah. Get out of here, you simple butler. You're not fit to take care of these guests. Oh, yes, sir. Goodbye. I found the major domo.
Hey,
The walls!
Oh my goodness, that was fucking loud, bro.
he's in the damn walls.
I am in your
He's
walls.
in the goddamn walls.
Major domo.
Yes, gentlemen. Forgive me for my indiscretion earlier. What can I do for you all?
Oh, you can take a seat. You're our
Interrogate.
guest of honor.
I am far from a guest here, but I appreciate the honor. And he takes the seat.
One thing real quick. I know who we need to investigate.
And
Where?
that might be.
Where are the jesters?
Oh, they get up to some shenanigans. I can never keep track of them. And he looks up, seeing if they're hiding in the chandeliers or anything like
Okay.
that.
I want to do a perception check on this gentleman. I want to see if if this is just a big act that he's doing like everybody else, or is he just like he's actually like really into it.
See what you can.
Alrighty, rolling.
Okay.
3 successes.
This is him. He is a professional. It's in his bones, in his blood. This is what he is. He is the butler.
I love it.
He is
I
Queen's
actually
Alfred.
He is Queen's Alfred. Major Domo, would you care to have a cigar with me, one professional to another?
I cannot do such a thing while I work, sir. But I
Of
appreciate
course.
your offer like no other. Thank you.
Alright.
Excellent. Major domo. Can I call you Alex?
You can refer to me as Alexander, sir. Thank you.
Of course. I don't want to be too improfessional. How do I say this? You've been around the longest out of the help. Is that correct?
Yes, I have.
How long precisely?
Many years. I would say 9, at least.
I see. And so if some of the other help had said that they had been around for, say, 15 years, that is, of course, at least 9.
Sometimes the princesses, they lose track of time. Maybe a year. At most. For them.
I see. Now... Do you know anything that might have happened with the previous occupiers of this place?
I was in the service of Queenie in a small manor home before coming here. I did not accompany her when she moved to this abode. So no, I cannot say I have any knowledge.
You knew Queenie's parents, then?
Her parents. We have entered a realm where she confides in me her privacy, and I will not speak anymore.
My apologies, it was wrong to ask.
Of course. You can assume some things from a beautiful young girl who's all alone.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. So,
Go ahead.
no, I've been running most of the investigation. It's only right that you say your piece.
So, Major Domo, so you have been having nightmares the same as, and you don't need to discuss this with us, but is there anything out of the ordinary with your nightmares that you haven't heard from other people that's particular to you?
Nary a thing. Nary a thing. Nothing more than a bit of butler school with my pants off. Nothing to worry yourselves about.
Okay. Next thing I want to ask, are you aware of anyone to help who is held over from the last regime?
Last regime. We would not allow any previous occupants to abide near dear Queenie.
Near
Also,
Queenie at all?
OC, anytime you want to do any kind of specific role to push something a little further, just do it. You don't need to ask me, like, empathy to see if he's lying, charisma
Okay.
to make him like you. Just literally do whatever.
Okay. I'm going to do an empathy check to see if he's lying to me.
Of course.
Mhm.
Holy
Empathy
shit, my throat
perception.
is tired from yapping. Oh.
Oh, should we end for
No,
today?
I'm good to go more.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know. I can't know shit if he's lying to me or not. So I just go,
Yeah. No, this is a straight-laced man. He keeps his composure as much as
he
possible.
keeps. I was just okay, and I just go. Well, is there anybody close by who might have been of the previous regime?
Hmm. God forgive me. For the good of Queenie, yes. There is an old woman who used to work here.
Interesting. Where does she inhabit?
Some hut. I don't know the location. I would never fornicate with such a leftover.
I'd like to see if he's lying. I rolled empathy with 6 successes.
He, surprisingly, is being completely forthright with this. He's not even putting on an act. But with an empathy of that level, you do think that he broke some sort of rule out of love for Queenie to get this dealt with.
I appreciate your sacrifice for the betterment of Queenie.
Mm. He says nothing.
We will ensure that this gets taken care of promptly and completely.
You will have my soul's utmost gratitude and appreciation should this succeed sooner rather than later. Off topic, but relevant. Are you staying for the festival and joust after this beast is slain? I know Queenie would love to have you, all 3 of you.
It would probably be wise of us then.
Oh, absolutely. Now, would you be participants? Some of you, and he turns around looking at Declan, look of the more combative sort, and nods at the other 2 of you. And you as well, although you look like a soldier type. There, Jacob. I don't know.
Yeah. If you got a gun range here, I can show off some of my skills.
No,
Archery.
nothing of the
I
sort.
haven't shot a bow. I've shot a bow before. If you have an archery contest, I'd be happy to participate.
Oh, that we definitely do. You could participate. And we'd love to have you. Excuse me.
Just call me Robin of Locksley.
I will call you Jacob of Locksley.
Are you good, bro?
Yes, just passes over dice. No, I just had a hiccup. Just kidding.
Oh.
This is the curse of Queenie if you betray her trust.
I wouldn't doubt it. Malkavians are literally nuts.
Yes. She's
Anyway.
probably one of the more sane ones.
Yeah.
Probably.
It
Alexander.
depends. Are there any rules on this tourney?
Of course, the Code of Chivalry applies through all of it. But when combat gets heated, things happen. We understand. It's not a hug fest. You're here to beat the living shit out of each other. Oh, how did I say that? Why did I say that? Forgive my manners, sir.
No, it's
You have
fine.
Talented knights.
What was
2
that,
of them,
Declan?
if I recall.
Oh,
I heard earlier that you may have had 2
Wouldn't-
notable knights.
I would not try myself against them, good sir. Sir Friedmark and Sir Rothschild, they are not to be trifled with. It is always them at the finale. Every time.
Alright, I'm interested. I'll play.
Oh.
Has there ever been a court wizard to perform fire tricks?
We have not had a court wizard past the talented astronomer that Queenie has brought in as of late.
If it would please her, I could perform some tame fire tricks. Nothing
Oh,
that would be too combust.
that would likely be exceptional. I shall bring your offer to Queenie, and I am quite sure she'll appreciate it, no matter what.
A good boost of morale should help out the occupants after this mess blows over.
Indeed.
May I ask a couple more questions about some of the residents?
Ask away, sir. Though I only have a few moments. I don't like to be away from Queenie's side for long.
I understand, so I'll make it brief. Do you know a man named Faust?
Yes, every now and then he comes up from the lower chamber, and we take care of him. We are told to treat him with utmost respect. To be frank, he lacks manners, and I believe Queenie gives him too much leeway.
It's understandable. Sometimes, the young can dote on others.
Aye, sir, that they can, and nothing wrong with a bit of doting. Of course, Queenie has a gentle heart, especially for a lost soul.
Especially, once upon a time for a certain princess.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
There was a shift when the haunting began in how Violet was treated. Is that correct?
I'm not
I
entirely
pass
sure what
no
you mean.
judgment. Blood being withheld?
Oh, yes, she's been watching her form this last month. Far be it from me to critique a woman's diet.
Of course. And has Queenie said anything about why the princess is taking this diet?
My duties require me to see to them. Good day, sir. Gentlemen.
Good day.
May I say something before you leave?
Of course, sir. And he kind of begrudgingly stops, turns around. He looks impatient.
If she is of any issue to the Queen, then she needn't be an issue for long.
I see, sir. Is that a threat?
Of course not. What?
His hands go in his coat. Very good, then. What would be disposing good Princess Violet in the near future? Then, Mr. Riker.
If she is causing the Queen any level of discomfort, she could be removed from the premises.
Not necessary. And he wanders off.
Okay. That went over his head, I think. Because you weren't very clear on what you were trying to lay down either, Jack. Alrighty.
I did what I did. I'm not going to throw a fit
Yeah.
about it.
So, alrighty, guys. We've been playing since what? We've been playing for what? 3.5 hours, 4 hours?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. I do have to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So
What time is
I
it
think
there?
It's almost 11.
Oh shit, that's pretty fucking late.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, you got 4 hours of sleep. All right. Good night. Sleep tight. Have a good night, Matt.
Yeah. Sorry,
Uh,
guys.
Matt,
We could
Oh,
have
it's
had
okay.
longer the other night, but somebody.
everyone bully Riker.
Everybody bully Riker. All right, you guys. We'll
Good night.
see you later. Okay. You have a
Good
good night.
night, man.
Yeah.
All right. Any small non-roleplay things you'd like to do this night? Any preparation? I am astounded we spent that much time yapping.
Well,
Yeah, so
we
roll
have
I like it.
gotten a ton of information. I'm not making any
New connections.
assumptions yet. I'm just trying to gather everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty darn certain our next visit needs to. Well, unless it would be nice to get a more clear timetable of when Queenie's dissatisfaction with Violet occurred and around the time Violet met this old lady. That's one connection I want to try to figure out.
Yeah, it does feel as though you guys are, and I mean this in a good way because you're just trying to find the information, kind of hammering the same nail, trying to get anything out of these fuckers.
I'm pretty sure this well is like very dry, except for
Yeah.
maybe like a few drops. But I'm pretty sure we've gotten
Gotten
fantastic
almost everything.
information.
Almost everything meta. And shall we leave it there?
Yeah. pretty much.
I guess, yeah. I may have tipped my hand a bit too much with the major domo.
Yeah.